But perhaps we can start our session here. With me with a very deep voice, because morning voice plus coffee. So hello, Jason, in the future, who is probably watching this back. And random commenter that is probably just a bot. What do they even say?
Great way to start the session.
Oh, well. I said words. I know that much.
What an odd thing to say.
Anyway, so to bring us into the session here, y'all have just gotten a night's sleep in Phenak? Yes, you're in Phenak. Just double checking what town you're in. And Liam, you get the thing that I mentioned to you in private.
Yep.
The rest of you, well, I guess to give a good recap, y'all came all the way here from the Boone Branch last time and settled in for the day. You came a bit early, as it was only a 6-hour journey. Some of you, or all of you really, went to do a little bit of shopping and perusing. One of you very much scared a oracle in town with the seemingly terrifying origins of your sword, which I have actually posted art of in the art channel. Whoa, we got sword art and one with Shadow Blade, if I recall.
But I have to add online.
Do you have to what?
You said you have sword art, but is it online?
It is online currently.
Oh, all right.
His
Cool.
Discord is online.
Oh.
Also, you have never watched that anime, I can confirm 100%.
No, I have not.
But Jason has, so he will get that reference.
Yeah, that's a reference for him whenever he watches this back.
I should also open the maps.
Don't.
Some of you, after shopping, went to the bathhouse. Specifically, you went to the, I believe it was the Shimmering Falls. Up on the north end. No, you went to the Babbling Brook because it was affordable and you got your own private rooms. One of you started trailing the mare from in the canals of the city, just kind of wading through there. You got decently clean off of it. Not as clean as the people who were actually in, bathhouse water, but still well enough clean. And y'all made your way back to the Riverstone Inn. Had a little bit of playing around in the tavern area, making a fish go ha, along with the music you were singing or dancing to in the respect of the person who's here. One of you received a vision, and that's where we ended off the session.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Indeed, that was you.
I forgot I had a vision.
And now I can switch to map view, hopefully. Hey, there we go. Yes, it was the Babbling Brook. So now, you have all woken up in the morning. It's probably about 8 a.m., we'll say. Late 7 to early 8. Y'all are in your tavern in your respective rooms. Is there anything you would like to do as a part of your sort of morning wake-up before you head out into the main area?
Roll all my dice to see which ones roll well.
Tank would probably just go immediately to the main area for food.
All right. Simple enough. You head out into the main area, and is anyone else just going to go straight out to the main area?
Sure.
All right. So you see Gar out there. No Liam, no George quite yet. There are a handful of people starting to come in for the sort of like morning, breakfasty hour. And you also do not see Mayor Eimer out quite yet either. If y'all want to go ahead and purchase breakfast for the day, let's see here. Get my tables open.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see what they've got for breakfast.
All right. So we've got a for your looking cost, it's about 3 silver pieces for a meal here. They have
Isn't Mayor Eimer covering everything?
he covered your board. He did not cover your meals necessarily because he's not here right now to pay for them. However, if you do not want to buy food at the inn or inn/tavern, you do have food in the cart that you can have at the beginning of your journey.
Just saying, we could wait for him to wake up.
True.
Pink will
Y'all are
just
gonna
pay.
wait then, or Pink will pay. All right, so it's 3 silver, and they have. If I pull up my sheet here, silver breakfast. They have the sort of dish of the day is a fried egg with ham cuts, as well as seared dragon's tongue mushrooms. And the dragon's tongue mushrooms are sort of an orangish capped mushroom with fleshy colored gills and a sort of reddish accent to the top. Yes, yeah, mushrooms have gills. That is how they breathe. Mushrooms are crazy.
Mushrooms are weird.
Yeah, as I've found out doing research for different foods. And these are just seared in oil, or I guess fried up in oil.
Probably get the eggs and ham.
All right.
So you said
Go
that's
ahead and-
3 silver?
Yeah, 3 silver for a meal.
I'm gonna wait to see if the mayor wakes up.
There we go.
Heavy
Yeah,
emphasis
the mayor
on the
wakes
if.
up.
Yeah, heavy emphasis on the if.
What have you done?
Nothing that you would know of.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my food.
All right. So as you get back to the table where Gar is currently waiting, presumably, you see Liam and George come out of the room and come down and get meals as well. Liam is maybe back in the call.
Can Liam have maybe like gone down earlier, gotten his food, taken upstairs, eaten it, and then come back down just to hang out?
Yeah. So Liam is not currently getting food. He is seemingly not hungry at the moment. And he's gone to just sit down at the table to hang out. George, however, is getting food, and he is getting a full plate of mushrooms, just mushrooms. And a, not a stein, what's the word? A pint of fresh milk. And he brings that back to the table to have with his meal. As y'all are eating, probably about 10-15 minutes into the meal, Mayor Eimer does indeed enter the tavern area, but he's entering from the entrance of the building. He is seemingly coming back just from doing a little bit of business. And what you can notice is that his cloaks are now fully repaired and expanded so that they are able to stretch a little bit in accordance with his muscle flexing.
He got it retailored.
And to sort of give the redescription of his appearance here, all the way up here, he's wearing a decently lavish, newly repaired red robe with white accents and a red cloth sort of beret. He's incredibly muscly right now, and he has blondish short hair that sort of peeks down below his hat, and he's got his stunning cleft chin. And he walks into this tavern like a good old wide Putin.
Excuse?
It's a meme, Batman.
Very confused for a second.
Anyway, he goes over to the bartender by the entrance there and orders a mug of something, presumably coffee.
Oh, they have coffee.
And he comes back over to your table. Ah, good morning. How are you doing today, everybody?
Doing fine and yourself.
Buddy. Doing good.
Have y'all slept all right? Everything good to go for the travels ahead? I see you're all well washed. Well, most of you. Specifically, he's looking at Liam, who has not washed his clothes.
Oh.
Gar, you've gotten a decent enough bath. And a Pop-Tart
Yes.
that you're apparently munching on right now.
Shush, I just woke up. I haven't eaten yet.
I
This
had
is
an
my
empty
breakfast.
bowl, or I had a dry cup of cereal because my milk expired.
Oh no.
Getting good.
If only. So, do y'all have anything to cover while you're all gathered again for this meal, or are you just gonna wait to finish up and head out?
I don't think Vancro has much to say.
All right.
I
Let's
kind
see
of
here.
awkwardly wait and hope that Mayor Eimer gets a meal for me. But if he doesn't, I'm just going to steal something from the cart.
All right. Yeah, he's currently just drinking his mug of coffee, which, for the size of his hands, is actually quite small. You know, normal-sized mug with big hand.
Are we supposed to have music right now?
Say it again.
Are we supposed to have music right now, or...?
Ah, yes, indeed. You're in, not Burbank. This is Phenak. But the music is Burbank. The Memore version. There we go. Hopefully that's playing.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so y'all finish up your meal, start loading up into the cart, and heading off on your way down south. Off down this bridge across the river, which specifically is Claris River. Presumably named with, George would be able to point this out, that it's likely named just after the old archaic word for clear, and you can definitely see the waters around here are very clear from all the magic stream water that is, or all the magic spring water that is pouring out into them and sort of like clearing the immediate area. So y'all head off down south on your way to Zircon. So everybody, it's going to be a roughly 2-day journey over to Zircon. We're going to need to make a stop on the trail overnight. But we've got plenty of supplies to deal with that. And y'all start driving down. You go through a roughly cleared area, still sort of part of the Larche Plains. So we will briefly pull up the music for Larche Plains here, as in the distance you can see over the horizon that there is a forest approaching. Is there anything you want to do now that you're on the cart?
Is the forest approaching us, or we're approaching the forest?
You're approaching the forest. The forest does not have legs yet.
Just
That is
wanted
a
to
good
make sure.
distinction to make.
Yeah.
No, they just have big ol' like human legs.
Yeah, just
Just
a
walking
horde of
around.
Trents. Just a bunch of Trents coming at us.
I think
Everyone
Liam
roll
just be sitting
initiative.
there reading the cleric book.
All right.
Yeah, now that we're on the way, I'm going to once again fly up out of the cart. I
All
always
right.
got to get my mornings flying in.
I gotta get a good old Aarakocra calisthenics done.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna pull the owl out and let it fly with Peng while I jot
All right.
things down in my book.
And what you can notice today is that there is a decent bit of wind as opposed to the sort of calm, cool air of the spring of the last couple days. Today it's decently windy, and the clouds are getting a bit thicker. Not thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, but definitely thicker. So, Pink, you get your flying in. Liam gets some reading in, and let's see, if I switch over views to get back to the Gigamap and measure this out, I believe it's about half an hour into the forest. Sure, that works. Good old Gigamap. I love how long it takes to load this because it's so big. Alright, I can start zooming in.
Why would you need to Zoom? We're on Discord.
True.
Wait, no, there's a room shot already. Oh no, you disabled the. You disabled us allowing to do noises. How dare?
No, soundboard's allowed.
I don't see it. Oh, it just was obscured from my vision in that one moment. Oh, well, thank you. Whoever
Nice.
did that.
Alright, and this is the Ike Woods. Yeah, so it's about 10 miles-ish into this area here, which corresponds to roughly 40 minutes into the forest. But as you can see, or what you're able to see rather, is that the sort of rolling stone outjuts, or waves of the Larsh Plains start to lower down a little bit, start to sort of sink into the landscape from 11-foot tall to 7-foot tall, down to probably about 2 to 3 foot tall at this area, as the horizon begins to show more and more of the forest, and you switch over to the forest music. Here we go. Now pulling up the description of this forest here, what you can see is a large oaken forest. Scrolling down here, if I can get there. Here we go. So this is a vast oak forest, carpeted or perhaps rugged with a variety of young green plants, ranging from 5 inches tall all the way to 7 feet tall, that are just starting to rise up as the spring gets a little bit longer in its days. The way forward is paved or pathed with muted brown soil and the occasional large, dark greenish gray bumpy stones that are either embedded into the earth or pushed to the side of the path, depending on how easy it was to sort of dredge them up off of the sort of pathing area. Additionally, there are a handful of little short brown capped mushrooms dotting certain trees, with sort of wisps that resemble almost fur on them. And from what you can see on the underside of some of them, they have sort of like a white underbelly. making your way through the forest here. It is getting occasionally to a dense point where you do lose sight of the cart if you're flying bank. Although you can roughly see the path charted out by the sort of like small break in the trees. Although
After
you
a
do lose
little
vision.
bit, after I noticed it's a little bit harder to see while flying, I'd probably fly back down to the cart.
All right. Is there anything y'all want to do on your journeys in the forest here? This is the Eich Forest. E-I-C-H-E. Stab the mayor.
I don't know about that one.
Why? You're not in the cart to know that I'm doing that.
All right, and this is Eich Forest.
I guess while we're going, I'm just gonna be looking around, just watching to make sure there's nothing bad that's gonna try and kill us.
Nothing.
All right,
from
go ahead and
ground
make
movement.
a perception check.
I can make one of those. It's gonna be a 16.
16. All right. And you flew down, or you're still from up above? Just sort of like looking at different clearings, I guess.
I flew back down to the cart after I realized I wouldn't have like full line of sight on everything.
All right. So from the path, what you're able to see, especially with your Aarakocra eyes, they're sort of like trained for hunting. You can see various squirrels in the trees. Occasionally, you've seen a fox or two sort of trotting around in the background. You haven't seen any bears, although they're likely keeping either their distance from the path, which is commonly disturbed territory, or they're just sleeping right now or something. Or maybe they're by a river and they're sort of trying to catch any fish flowing through there. But no bears in this area that you're able to see. No boars either. Is there anything specifically you're looking for?
Nothing specifically. No, just like anything bad that might be around. But
All right. And of course, as an Aarakocra, you would probably notice the handful of birds that are, flying through the different trees. You can see sort of like woodpeckers and cardinals riding through here. The occasional just regular finch as well.
all right.
All right. So it's about midday now, and Mayor Eimer is still driving the cart, as he has been for the last few days.
Out of curiosity, what's his AC?
Good question. Mayor Eimer, pull up his stats here. $14.
Easy. That's all.
All right, so it's
Just
getting
curious.
a little bit later in the day. You're getting a decent cloud coverage now as the sort of clouds start to roll over the sort of, forest canopy. There we go, that's the word. And so things are starting to get a little dimmer now, just from the sort of shade by the clouds and the shade from the trees themselves. Not quite dark yet. It's probably reaching, I'd say like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. If I can do math. 8 to 6 is how many hours? A number.
A number.
10.
10, yes, indeed. So actually, it'd probably be maybe closer to 2 if I look at my travel chart here. Let's see, travel chart. Here we go. Oh no, it would be probably about, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock-ish. Getting later in the day now where it's time to, start looking for a place to camp. And suddenly Mayor Eimer, actually everyone make a perception check here.
Which one of my many dice to roll?
Ah,
I'll
darn
go
it.
with the one that said like 20 on it.
It's gonna be an 8.
Hey, better than all
8.
my rolls last session. Perception,
Yes.
17.
All right. And Liam?
I'm pulling up my stats. Give me a second.
Unfortunate because I have a plus 4.
I rolled a 4, so
perception.
it's not going to be good. So just
Okay.
bear with me.
Oh no.
So,
I have a +2, so it's 6.
okay. So, Gar, what you're able to see is that, Mayor Eimer is actually starting to nod just a little bit, presumably getting a bit sleepy from an early morning at the tailor's. And he just suddenly turns left into the trees. There's no sort of path there. He just turns left.
I head to the front of the cart.
At which
Just
point,
kind
all of you start to notice things are getting a bit bumpy.
I kind of just shake him on the shoulder.
Hmm, hmm.
Yo, Mayor.
What's up?
That's pretty sure that's not the right way.
There's a town here, I think.
Oh,
There's a.
I don't see a town.
feel like-
Why don't you let me take the reins for a while? You get some sleep,
Sure.
bro.
And
Cool.
he goes ahead and starts climbing back. You take the reins.
Yeah.
But you can actually see, oddly enough, the trees start to clear a little bit around you into a path.
what?
Yo,
Meanwhile,
you
Liam's
guys
still just waiting
seeing
and not
this?
even noticing.
He was right. There is a town here.
Apparently. Question. Does my owl, which has been kind of sticking with us, does it see anything?
Does your owl see anything? So it's still on the same level as you?
No, I mean, like, it's kind of been doing
Is it
loops
up above
around
where Pank was?
above. It's probably gotten lower because of the fact that the forest got dense.
All right. There we go. I better turn that off. There we go. So your owl, actually switching over your vision for just a moment, sees that ahead in the direction you're heading, there's actually a huge clearing. A clearing that's about this big.
Oh.
Y'all are the tiny dot on the path south.
This small.
Big clearing.
So...
This clearing is probably about 1,000 feet wide and 1,000 feet long.
Yo, dudes.
Hmm?
We got a clearing ahead. Should we keep going that way?
And
I guess. Is this the right way?
and Mayor Eimer looks over and he's like, I could have sworn there's a town here. Huh. I mean, this looks like the right place, but there's no houses. It's weird.
Yeah, dude. Maybe we should make camp somewhere else. Does it look like
And
there
what you
was
can
once a
see,
town here?
say again?
Does it look like there was once a town here?
It does not. There's no evidence of any buildings. It's just a big old clearing filled with lilacs dotted around the landscape. It's a big field of flowers. And right now you're passing by just some flowers anyway. So they don't appear to be magic flowers of any sort. If that's something that you're thinking. They seem to be
know what
regular
I'm
flowers.
thinking.
You can make an Arcana check if you want.
Yes, please. Alright, not as good as my last roll, but I think I have a decent Arcana. Yeah, that's a +5, so 14.
14. Around these flowers, as you're starting, true, you're still new to magic. There is
Ooh.
pretty even distribution of magic, both in this clearing and in the forest you came from. It doesn't seem like anything specific is different about this clearing. You maybe get the sense that life needs things to live.
Things to live.
No, that life seems
I
to
wanna
attract or like sort of surround living things. Or life surrounds living things? No. Ether surrounds living things. The sort of magical feel to this world.
Okay. Hold on, I'm pulling up the quote. So what you're saying is it's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. But
Ah, yes, the Force.
it's kind of how you just
Ether
described
is the
it.
classical fifth element used as a stand-in for energy in the real world, by the way.
Yeah, and so is the Force. Just saying.
Naturally.
So when do we become Force sensitive? Out of curiosity.
When you learn magic, which some of you
Oh.
have started.
I mean, there are things that do force damage, so
Yeah, ooh.
I think
There
at
you
this
go.
point, everybody has a little bit of magic.
I
Turns
do
out the
have a
magic was the
little
friends
bit.
we made along the way.
Oh my god.
No, I don't want these friends. I want magic. So, do we keep heading forward, or what's the plan?
And the sun about now is starting to set.
Well, since it's starting to get dark, I don't think we really have much of an option. I don't think it's a good idea to keep moving in the dark.
Agreed.
It looks like there's a good clearing of trees over there, pointing off towards this sort of loop here.
Exactly why I'm worried.
The mayor is I don't know if the mayor is okay right now.
Yeah, no, me neither. That's why I'm
Just
very.
a little bit
that's-
sleepy. It was,
Mm,
I had to stand up for
Oh!
like a whole hour while the tailor was adjusting this.
I've got it. If I stab him, he'll be awake from the pain.
I don't.
No.
I mean,
Liam,
yes, but no.
Liam's still got his nose in the book, but like you say it and he's just like, no.
I like to think that every single time Gar has said something about killing the mayor, he's just said it out loud in front of the mayor.
Oh no, I have not. I'm just saying that to you guys specifically.
I know, but I just like to imagine the mayor's just like,
Hey man, I'm
discounting it
gonna
as,
kill
"You're
you."
crazy.
Yeah. Just the mayor's starting to think maybe I chose the wrong people to join me.
So you start heading off.
So
Where do you want to
we
steer,
headed to-
everyone?
You guys want to go over to that clearing over there?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, you start making your way towards the clearing here.
I've always wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
You make your way in. There's slightly denser flowers around here, in sort of like a roughly circular patch. Not anything that looks like human-made. Not any sort of shrubbery. Just sort of.
Neat.
This seems to be maybe there was good nutrients around here or something, and that's where the flowers just decided to sort of bloom around. But around by the trees in the shade, there's decent enough places to, set up any sort of sleeping equipment, or if you want to sleep in the cart, there's a good place to park it right around there.
I'll lay out my bedroll on the ground.
I'm sleeping in the cart and keeping
Yeah,
a close
so
eye on the
what-
mayor.
Sleep in the cart.
I feel like we should have someone on mayor duty tonight.
Sleep in shifts to watch the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take first watch.
I mean,
Gar
sure.
will take first watch. All right.
This isn't gonna end well. With a little gremlin laugh.
All right, and George is also just gonna sleep in the cart.
Where's
And
the
he's gonna
mayor
take
sleeping?
the other bench. The mayor's gonna go over. If I go ahead and grab his chip here, here we go. He's gonna go ahead and lean up against this tree and just lean back on sort of the tree here. Sort of leans askew, and so he can use that as sort of like a reclining chair, almost.
I'm gonna stick near to the mayor.
Okay. So Gar, this
Gotta
chip
be
is assuming that
murder.
your bird is on your head. By the way, that's why there's a second
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe you lean up against this tree or something.
Yeah. Or something. Yeah.
All right. All right, and then George and Liam, you said you were gonna sleep in the cart,
Yeah.
and Pank, you're probably jumping out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, you set up your bedroll, so perhaps right around here.
Yep.
And Mayor Eimer also goes ahead and ties the horse on the cart to one of the tree's branches.
Good idea.
All right, so Gar, you're taking first watch, just alone, or are you gonna take anyone with you?
Just me.
Just you?
And my
All
owl,
right, go ahead.
of course.
Ah, true. You gonna fly your owl up into the into the
Yeah.
sky here?
Yeah, we'll do loops and I'll check in every so often or not.
Wee.
It's a sweetie owl.
Indeed. So,
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Oh, hey, a natural 20. Lovely.
oh god, we're being attacked.
All right,
Yeah, we
roll
just-
initiative.
I don't think I was gonna beat a nat 20 either way, but a 19?
19 perception? All right. The night here, you see around you different, as the breeze comes and goes, blows the flowers around, sort of spreads some of the pollen through the field. It's a big old field. And Pink, you're sleeping, and basically everyone else is asleep.
Yep,
Mm,
just me.
All right. Pink, I would like you to come with me over to the Seacrest channel.
Oh no,
Okay,
Hank going.
let's go.
Why not me? Oh, no. I'm concerned now.
All right.
All right. So, Pink,
Oh.
you get yourself a dream.
Ooh,
Turn on my camera.
don't mind it.
So, in your dream, it comes and goes in flashes, but you see visions of this field. This field full of wooden houses, presumably built out of the same wood that you've seen in the trees around you. There's houses scattered all throughout this field, and the next flash, your current vision of just the general field full of houses and paths and stuff fades away, and you flash your vision closer to the clearing you're in again. And in this clearing here, around about in the center of the clearing, you see a well, and you see lines of greenish sort of flowing in and out of this well. This registers in your mind as a strong magical presence. Go ahead and roll me an insight check, just for the fun of it.
Insight. Right. Let me. What is my insight? There it is.
Or if you want to do Arcana instead.
Wouldn't matter. 10.
10. The presence doesn't feel like an immediate threat, but there's definitely some sort of powerful magic there. Your vision fades again, and then it comes back positioned right over the well. And you can see in there, about 6 feet down, sort of just like a level of dirt. No real water at the bottom of this well other than, just a little bit of moisture from maybe rain or something. But you see... You see an arrow with a shimmering rainbow tip. And as sort of your vision kind of wobbles a little bit, you can see that this shimmering changes with whatever position you're sort of looking at this arrow from. And your vision fades. And we'll go back to general.
All right.
But you're probably going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I already ordered this.
Oh, and I suppose one thing I'll also mention is that, well, yeah, you're still asleep, so we will continue. So, Gar, your watch is about up. I'll put on the music again.
I don't like being on this side.
Good old Insane in the Rain's Eterna Forest. So, Gar, your watch, other than the breezes through the field, there doesn't seem to be anything going on.
I pat down the mayor, and if he wakes up, I'm going to try and play it off as I'm waking him up for his watch.
You're going to try and, well, I mean, you're patting him, so I'll just have him make a perception check. That is a 5. He doesn't seem to wake up to whatever. We'll make a stealth check, I guess. We'll see.
Stealth or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, sure, either or.
Both are equally bad, don't worry.
I will start pulling up the stats.
7! But that's better
7.
than 5.
Well, it's 5 base roll.
Oh no!
Let's see. His perception is... it's wisdom, I do believe. So yeah, he just has a 5. It's +0 for him. So he does not seemingly wake up to anything here.
What does he
Oh
have
wait,
on
no.
him?
He has a... Yeah. Okay. You're still good.
What does he have on him?
There's a lot of lumps under this robe, presumably from a lot of muscles. Are you gonna feel up his 6-pack or his 12-pack, I guess?
Getting a little.
Because he's also got back abs.
Yeah. Oh, Babs. Nice.
Yeah.
I look specifically for his soda collection. His 6-pack of sodas, you might say.
Mm-hmm. They are definitely nice and firm. What you can also feel... go ahead and make a perception check for what you can feel through under his robe.
It's a solid 5. I rolled a 2.
Ah. Yeah, with all the lumpiness of his muscles, you don't really know what's a muscle and what's not muscle. So without lifting up his robe, you don't find anything in particular.
I consider slitting his throat.
Well,
But because people would know it was me, I'm going to wake someone else up.
Okay. Who are you
I'm
waking
going
up?
to wake up. Do either of you two want to take watch, or?
Hank would be
Yeah,
fine with it.
I don't care either way.
Thank it is.
All right. So, Pank. Gar goes ahead and wakes you up from your dream there.
Yeah.
Well, now we know it was a dream. Oh, I feel better.
Oh. Well, what else was he doing asleep?
I don't know. Maybe he heard the animals attacking.
Ah.
A wild boar charging at us.
Mm-hmm.
No, what's up?
Your watch, bro.
No, all right. And I'll get up, kind of stretch out, spread my wings and everything, just kind of stretch out. And I'm just gonna like bewilderedly look around just a little bit, especially in the clearing. Just look around a little.
Go ahead and make me a either perception or arcana, your choice.
I'm gonna take that perception. Oh, I'm so glad. That's gonna be a 23.
23. From the field specifically, you don't notice anything other than what's already been there. It seems unchanged from what you've seen. Seems all completely natural. Nothing specific of note. But I assume you're looking north towards the sort of the center of the clearing. But behind you, in the center of the clearing, you do feel that familiar sort of field sort of running through the center of the clearing there, or the center of the circle of trees.
That unknown force.
I'm gonna go over to it. Like,
Am I still awake whenever he leaves? Out of curiosity, like, did he wake up and then just walk off?
Do you want to go to sleep, or do you want to stay up for a little bit?
I wasn't sure if you had taken watch yet or not, or if this is just happening immediately. That's what I'm asking.
What do you?
I
How
got
do you
up
want
and
to
I
do
just
this
kind
thing?
of started looking around a little bit, not like
And then you
immediately.
walked off. Oh, okay.
But like I
You're
just
probably
got up,
asleep.
stretching around while just kind of like looking around a bit.
Okay. Then I'm asleep. If you were stretching and doing things before this, I thought you just got up and immediately went and wandered away.
No.
All right.
But
So
yeah,
you
after
going to sleep then,
that,
Gar, or are you staying up? Or
But
just
I need
like a
to
little
sleep
bit?
at some point.
All right.
I sleep near the mayor still, just to keep an eye on him.
All right. Presumably your bird goes ahead and lands on your head.
Sure. I can't have the bird like be an alarm system, can I? Because
Look into whether or not it goes away when you're asleep.
it doesn't.
It doesn't?
Because otherwise I would have to recast it every time.
Ah, fair enough. So yeah, you can have your bird just like take a passive command to like look out for stuff, and if it sees anything suspicious, chirp or something. Or I guess caw, because it's a owl. What does the word for an owl sound? Hoot. Ah, indeed. All right, Pank, it's your watch.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of just walk, I guess, over to the feeling of the familiarity, I guess, is what I felt.
That sort of field. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to that sort of area. And then
as you walk towards it, it does seem to sort of move to be beneath you as you move above it.
I am going to cast well, I'm gonna
Question from Gar, apparently.
Can I ask you a question in Seacrest?
Sure. I guess. What's up?
Does the place we currently are look at all familiar to me in any way?
To Gar?
Yeah. I'm curious, potentially the place where I accidentally found the sword.
No, it does not seem to be particularly familiar.
Okay, just making sure. I don't want someone else getting possessed by armor or something.
Yeah, that was north of Phenak.
Okay, I just knew we were in the area of Phenak right now, so I was like, that is probably
Well, you're
something I
about a
should check
day's
about.
away to the south. southeast.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh,
All right, we're back.
Indeed.
See,
With
it might
music.
potentially be easier to just kick the two people not getting Seacrest into the Seacrest channel. That way you don't have to reset everything every time.
Yeah. So, Hank, you were about to cast a spell?
at first I was going to stop flying and just sort of get back out to the ground so that I can be within range. And then I'm going to cast the detect magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
All right. You do indeed detect a magical presence, probably about 5 or 6 feet down
5 or 6 feet down from where I am right now.
from standing over the center of the clearing, or the center of like the circle of trees. Yeah.
And just like 5 or 6 feet below me.
Right below you. Yeah.
I mean, I would start digging, but I don't think I'd be very effective at it.
Mm.
I'm just gonna take note of that for now and then just continue my watch because
All
I
right.
want to let the others get as much sleep as possible and not have to wake everyone up immediately.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and roll me a just general perception check for your watch.
It's nice. It's shiny. It keeps time well.
It's gonna be a 12.
12?
Joke.
All right. So for a moment, the cloud coverage sort of parts for just a brief amount of time to let the sort of skylight come down. It's starting to get dimmer in the sky cycle around about now, rather than the sort of peak or the pinnacle back when you were at Bund Farm. But still, decent enough to see outside in the dark.
I also have 30 feet
and
of clear dark vision.
Yep. As far as your dark vision goes, you don't notice anything in particular.
All right. Well, then in that case, after my sort of watch is out,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go wake up Liam for his turn.
Liam, all right.
And I just kind of shake Liam awake.
Do you keep shaking?
Yeah, I'm gonna shake him until he's awake. It's not up to me if he wakes up.
I mean, yeah, like he wakes up,
All right.
Hey, it's.
I would assume.
You gonna say anything, Liam?
I mean, he's gonna rub his eyes and stretch a little bit.
Hey, it's your turn for the watch.
Okay.
Though before I go back to sleep, I should say I don't think it really has. I don't think it's really urgent right now. We can probably deal with this in the morning. But I did detect some sort of magic sort of underneath this area that we're at. That's going on.
Okay. That's mildly terrifying. I will keep an eye out, I guess.
All right. And then I'm just going to kind of go back to my bedroll and go back to sleep.
All right. Liam, you're human. It's pretty dark out. You can
Can't
get
see
a little
nothing.
bit of sight just from the whatever's peeking through the clouds, but not a ton. So go ahead and
Better
make
to wake up
me just
George.
a perception check.
Oh, right. I forgot George was here because he's not like here.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He's right there.
True.
He's sleeping in the cart.
Perception.
He's up
He's
there
out cold.
somewhere.
Hmm.
And perception is 18.
18. All right. All right. So there'd be one more watch after you.
See, then
So-
George can.
You start to hear. Actually, Gar, go ahead and make an additional perception check for your bird.
Yay, the bird does something useful. Let me check what the bird's stats are, but I'm going to tell you right now, it probably isn't great.
All
12.
Liam, you start to hear footsteps in the distance. Not very heavy footsteps, definitely lighter footsteps. It's not like Mayor Eimer going out to take a pee or anything, because he definitely would be a little bit of a trudge. We hear footsteps approaching your camp.
Can I tell how far away they are?
Go ahead and make a additional perception check, or I guess intelligence check, we'll say.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
That is 15.
15. All right. So, Liam, you're the gray one here. Where do you want to stand in this clearing while you're taking your
I'd
watch?
just be sitting in the cart.
Just sitting in the cart.
Yeah.
From the cart, let's go ahead and get a grid up here to measure. I'd say it's maybe about 30 feet away.
That's not that far. Is George in the cart there with me?
George is in the cart with you. He's just
Okay.
face down, or not face down, but like belly down, like head to the side, just like sleeping with an arm hanging off of the bench in the cart here.
He's an elf. Oh no, he's half elf. Yeah, I guess I'll
Yeah,
wake him up and be
half
like,
elf.
"Hey, I hear footsteps. It's not your turn yet, but I can't see anything."
He does not wake up, unfortunately.
I'm
He's still
confused.
breathing.
Even though I'm like, yeah, but
He's an
Just
inactive
Okay.
player.
a few times.
yeah, I guess that makes sense. So
Slap
I
him
guess
awake.
I'm gonna slap him awake.
Why?
Who's the orange dot? Is that
Orange dot is George.
George? Who's the blue dot?
Pank.
Okay, I guess I'll wake up.
He's
I'll
laying
wake up
behind the
Hank
cart
then.
in the bedroll there.
I'll go wake him up and be like, "Hey, I can't see anything. I hear footsteps."
I'm gonna probably wake up immediately because it hasn't been long since I went back to sleep, so I'm probably just like in light sleep. So I wake up immediately. I'm like, oh, footsteps?
Sorry.
And I'm gonna hush, and then I'm just gonna listen to see if I can hear them.
Perception check.
Please don't fail me now. Oh gosh, a 9.
9? All right. Even with a 9, you both, give me an extra perception check, Liam, as well.
4.
4?
Nice
All
to
right,
know.
Liam, you're distracted by the sound of the trees, like the wind in the trees, but even with a 9, Pank, you're able to hear something walking from around about here across in this direction.
I'm immediately gonna look in that direction.
All right, and how you have 30 feet of dark vision? You can
30,
see
30 clear, 60.
30 clear, 60
kind of fuzzy.
fuzzy. So this is less than 30, I do believe. No, wait, it is about 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So on the cusp of your vision here, you see a gray figure walking from over here to over here. And he stops probably around here. The figure itself appears humanoid, but he turns towards you.
He turns towards me.
He turns towards you. Turns all of you.
Mhm.
I'm going to like say in the quietest voice possible to where Liam can still hear me. Yeah. There's someone there and they're looking directly in our direction.
Should I go get Gar?
Bigfoot.
Yes. Get everyone.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak over to Gar and wake him up.
Stealth check.
Nice. Give me a second. Let me find my bonus. Yes, I finally get to use my stealth bonus. It's 22.
Ooh.
22. All right, gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and roll a perception. That's a 3, so no, it does not seem to notice you as you start to stealth around the car.
Shake Gar awake and whisper, "Hey, there's something out there."
Do I notice this?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check. How far of dark vision do you have?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm saying I noticed Liam trying to wake me up.
Presumably yes.
Okay. I don't have dark vision, by the way.
Okay.
You do have goggles or something now, though, don't you?
No, I don't. I didn't
No,
get
it's
them
me.
today because it would have taken 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yo, dude,
Don't.
what's up?
Something out there.
What?
There's something out there.
Where? I don't see anything.
Yeah.
And as you say that,
But-
Gar, you hear the sound of one of the trees to the south of you snapping. The trees around you from the daytime were probably about like 2 to 3 feet thick. You just hear the trunk of this tree snapping and starting to fall, not towards you, but sort of parallel to you.
Would I see this?
Is this
You
the one that
would.
Mayor Eimer was at?
This is not. This
Good.
is,
I want to murder him.
if I can move back to my map screen, this is this tree here that's seemingly moving, or no, it'd be this tree that's moving this way.
I love how
Remember,
you're
you
just
guys,
describing the
it's the
sound
Tasmanian
of it,
devil.
and then Pink is just watching in like terror, abject horror.
And
Don't
Pink,
worry, guys,
since
it's
you would
just
be
the
looking at
Tasmanian
this,
devil.
you see this figure go and just punch straight through the tree as the tree starts to fall over.
I don't see
Pink
that.
is scared.
He's gonna have like a +20 on his attack rolls.
Look, I can't see anything. I grab my sword and cast dancing lights.
Dancing lights?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that seems like a great move.
Go ahead
there.
and everyone roll initiative.
There it is.
You're welcome. Nat 20!
I mean,
All
to
right.
be fair, Gar didn't know.
Got 12. I whispered,
Yeah, no.
"Hey, be quiet.
see
There's
anything
something
out
out there."
I mean, okay.
And then a tree started falling.
I
And
And
shut
dancing light
him.
is what radius?
It's not a radius.
Oh, it's not.
What is
No,
it with me and
it's-
8s today? I got a 12.
I create 4
I also got a 12.
torch-sized lights within range, which is 120 feet.
What happens on an
Okay.
initiative tie?
So they're just glowing orbs. Normally, either the way I play it for initiative tries, you can choose whichever one of you wants to go first if you're in the party, or you both re-roll, and then whoever gets the higher of the new roll goes first, and the other person goes second.
You can go first, I don't care.
I think I got the higher actual roll. I think he's got more bonus.
Who has the
also-
dire dex? The dire dex? Higher dex.
My dex is 18.
18?
How do you have a higher dex than the rogue?
Because he is an Aarakocra.
I'm a
Because the
ranger.
rogue isn't being roguey.
All right, and
The
what was
rogue
your
is
actual
being
initiative
very
orders?
roguey.
Or
Thank you.
initiative rolls? Pink and Liam?
I got a 21 in total, by the way, if it matters.
Are we gonna reroll or what?
Well, what was your original rolls? I heard
I
8.
got an
Original
8.
roll was a 9
9? And,
plus 3.
8. Oh, 9 plus 3.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I got an 8 plus 4.
Okay. So, Liam, you're at... I'll put you... Gar. No. Wait. Oh, you were inactive last session, so I hid your row. That's why I don't see it. unhide. There you go. All right, Mayor Eimer gets that. And do you want to roll an initiative for the bird as well, Ryan?
I thought we said it takes its initiative on my turn, didn't we? Or is that...
You have been rolling your own initiative for that.
I don't remember. Look, I'm still waking up.
It's been well over an hour
Yeah,
since
no,
the
it-
session started.
I wish I was lying a nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
Nat 20? All right.
It goes with me.
All right.
I believe, though, it has maybe a higher dex than I... Nope. It has the same dex bonus I do.
All right. So yeah, you can
Nice.
just have your bird do whatever on the same turn.
Yay.
So as you cast up your dancing light scar, you can see.
Should I choose where they are? Because it actually is important.
Sure, we can add a layer for dancing lights.
Well, because each light only casts dim light for 10 feet
For 10 feet.
in a 10-foot radius. So I figure that's
We
probably
can
important.
Airbrush. There we go. So where do you want to cast your lights?
One on Mayor Reimer. So I have
Okay.
4 of these.
So one around here?
One on wherever the tree is falling that I just heard. By the way, these things can move, just so you know.
Okay. Right around there?
One on us and one on...
Like
the
about
cart.
here?
Is that... Oh,
That's the cart right
I
there.
can't... Okay, yeah, one on the cart. And then one on... I don't know if I need to do... Let's put one in the other corner as well.
We can say right
So
there.
that we have a rough visibility spectrum.
And so with the light that's, we can actually move this one over just a little bit. So that's, on the actual character himself.
God, I see it now.
You see a very pale, commoner looking man who is frothing at the mouth almost. Like, it's not white foam per se, but it's definitely like very bubbly saliva. At the top of the initiative order is Gar.
Question, that didn't count as my action, did it? Because I did it outside of
No, I
combat?
can say it's what initiated the combat.
Yay! Alright.
Well, initiated the initiative roll.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
necessary
yeah.
combat if you don't want to fight. Or if you don't want to fight immediately. You never know what this figure's about to do.
You're gonna make me try not to attack it, aren't you?
I mean, it's up to you. You see this figure who's walked towards this area, looked at you, Pink, and then...
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah. And then just punched a tree that is now collapsed.
Okay, so I can see it punch a tree, right?
You can see that, its arm is in sort of like where the tree stem is, going up.
Shattered. Yeah, okay.
Also, apparently,
Oh.
I just noticed my black shirt is blending in with the background, so I'm just a floating head
Yes.
this session.
Yes, you are. I
Ooh.
am going to go ahead and go into a blade song.
All right, you initiate your blade song, and of course it is dark light out here. So,
Dim lighting, yeah. Or, wait, yeah.
well,
right.
dim in the dancing lights, dark
Yeah.
in everything else.
Problem with that is dancing lights is concentration.
Ooh,
So, how far does it look like the thing is from me, out of curiosity?
you're the green, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet.
Is the owl on me, out of curiosity?
Yeah, it's on your head. And it is
So,
currently hooting at the sound of the tree.
question.
Yes.
If I were to run my full movement Not
Yes, the
including
answer is yes.
not including a dash.
Right.
Could I get to where I want to try and use the familiar for
You
its
can use your
intended
movement
purpose.
to move the bird as well.
Yeah, basically. Okay. So I'm going to run my 40 feet towards the thing.
All right. 10, 20, 30, 40. All right.
And then I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds from my Shadow Touch feat now.
Okay.
But I'm going to hold it, and because it's a touch range spell, I'm going to give it to the bird essentially, so it can use the spell on him.
All right. The bird's gonna fly around presumably and
For
go
their
towards
intended
the guy.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna fly over.
Okay.
And well, no, it's not his initiative turn yet, so he's not gonna say anything yet. So you're just holding your action to what? Or the bird's action to what?
No, it's not. It's not holding my action. I'm casting the spell, but because I'm not
Okay.
in range, I can transfer that spell, basically the touch range spell, to my
Yeah.
bird. So it's going to go up and touch the guy or girl.
Okay, it is just
Person.
gonna go up and touch.
And I cast inflict wound, but it transfers it basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bird is going to touch the guy, and use the.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Question, because I've used this homebrew rule, and I don't know if you do. Because I rolled a nat 20 on initiative, do I get advantage on my first attack?
Yes, you do.
Yay! Okay,
I
cool.
will allow it.
All right, a 12 and a 13. Those are not great rolls. But
That-
it's +5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, let me get out my 3d10 real quick.
Oh my god.
Ooh, good damage. That's good. Still good. All right, that is, I think, if I'm doing the math right, 21 damage.
Okay, 21.
Yep. Yeah, because 8 + 7 + 4.
The man seems to maybe like look a little bit more dehydrated, but he doesn't look very injured from that.
I drained
Doesn't look
his,
super injured from
his
it.
water.
Drained his
the water
vitality.
from him. Oh, I drained the water from him. That's my excuse.
That
Yeah,
brings
I'll
us to
And then drink him.
Frederick Eimer, who has a speed of what? I'll bring over his sheet and place it over here. Wow. He has a speed of that. All right. And so Eimer is going to stand up. Where is his token? Eimer. Here we go. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to stand over here. And he's going to move to this light here. And he's going to, from his sleeve, like as far as you can tell, you can see. Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to see, but Pink, it would probably be in your field of view. You can see that he has a golden cuff on his right arm, and so out of this cuff, he pulls out a handle that pulls out a blade that looks like a regular dagger, that then starts to blow up into his big old breaker sword.
God, he's got a collapsible sword. I have one of those.
It's a pretty impressive sword.
And he can't make it much farther, so he's just going to hold his breaker sword over his shoulder, waiting for anything strange to happen.
Drop it! Just throw it.
It's a big sword.
He's
And he's a big
dude.
man.
All right, that brings initiative order to Pank.
Okay. So I just want to make sure because I always forget. You can do a bonus action first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Yep,
allow it.
okay.
Yeah, because I did my blade song first.
So, oh wait, that's only within 30 feet of you. Never mind, I will not use my bonus action.
Oh.
Well, you could move a little bit and then
You know
use your
what?
bonus action.
I forgot I can walk.
Yeah, you can walk.
You could even
You've
fly.
got legs
I
and
can fly,
wings.
yeah. Okay,
You have
so
all the
I
movement.
am going to get within 30 feet of him. I don't want to
Alright.
get like
So
right up
he's
in the
gray
melee
here.
close.
5, 10, 10, 5,
What?
10, 20, 30. So you get to, we'll say right here, and that's 30.
All right.
Within 30.
So I am using my what is this thing called? The Ranger archetype, planar warrior. As my bonus action, I can choose one creature I can see within 30 feet of me, and the next time I hit the creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by the attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage.
Nice. Alright. Duly
So
noted.
I'm gonna do that.
Does he need to make a saving throw for it to take effect? Or is that just something you cast technically on yourself?
Nope, I do cast. It's just like
Oh yeah, and we should get some combat music up in here.
Nah, not the
No,
jump
really.
jazz works.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm really casting anything because it doesn't say like saving throw or anything. It just says choose one creature I can see within 30 feet of me, and then I just do it. If I
Also,
hit him, though.
I'm going to
That's-
choose a
that's the caveat.
different piece of music. Let's go over to... Did I move it? Well, I can fix this. S. Oh. Oh.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Add to...
And two.
Add to list. Here we go. Save list. Clear list. Play. There we go. Oh. Well, there's going to be a little audio in here then. Oh well.
Let's do this.
Well, let's do this.
Okay. So, with that, I am going to shoot it with my longbow.
Shoot it with your longbow. All right.
Actually, hold on. I would have disadvantage at this range, wouldn't I?
No, you would not.
No? Oh, okay, good.
Because I
in that
believe
case-
it's within 10 feet you take disadvantage.
Oh, 10 feet.
Not
Okay.
with a
Or
bow.
within-
There's no disadvantage on a bow. We've been over this.
Well, if you're in
We have,
very
but I
close
forgot.
range, maybe it's
It's
5 feet.
5 feet,
Yeah.
okay.
5 feet
Alright.
ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah, but yeah,
So,
you're good.
I am going to shoot him with my longbow.
Wait, I'm not the
All
DM.
right.
Why am I answering these?
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Just click for me. I'm not the DM.
Oh, come on now. That's going to be an 8.
An 8. All right. That does not hit. You fire your arrow, and the... Oh, yeah. The figure catches the arrow mid-air, squeezes his hand, and snaps it.
It's a guy. We learned
Oh, that didn't work.
because he said his.
I mean, you said guy earlier.
I didn't hear that.
It's a male-looking figure.
All right. Wow.
Well, I don't know. I just saw the thing and attacked.
In that case, I don't. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Liam, it is now your turn. You said you moved
Okay.
over to Gar, so I repositioned you up to there.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess I'll jump.
And you are still stealth, by the way.
Yeah, I want to get within 30 feet of the creature and then shoot him with my short bow.
What is your movement
Can I do
there?
that with just? Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do I have enough movement for that? I have 30 movement, so I should have enough because
5,
Gar was.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can get over to here, which is 10, 20, 30. It's not exactly in 30 feet of you, but you can certainly, if it's with a bow, you can still hit.
Yeah, it wasn't. Hey, it wasn't.
Cat attack.
Oh no.
I'm getting attacked.
This is appropriate music for this.
Appropriate music for the cat attack.
Liam is just being attacked by a cat in the background while
Sorry.
we're battling this
This is
mysterious.
incredibly distracting.
Wow, we managed to come across cats everywhere we go, huh?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like there's 17 in the household.
Yeah, that's not that far off an estimate for how many we have
I
right now.
know. I know. That's why I said it
You
would
wet. Why would feels wet?
All right, so
Why would
Liam, you do
wet?
have an action and a bonus action if you want to take them.
I can't do what I want to do on my bonus action unless I'm like 5 more feet forward, which is
take
unfortunate.
5 more feet forward. Or
I
did you
need
already
to
use
have
your
a whole.
movement?
I'd have to use my.
No, I get you.
You can use your action to dash and still use your bonus action, or you can use your bonus
No,
action
you're-
and dash because you're
I was gonna
rogue,
say,
and then
yeah,
use
you're
your action
rogue, so
to
you
do whatever.
dashed.
I want to use both my. I'll just go ahead and shoot the guy.
All right, go ahead and roll an
Okay.
attack.
I think that hits. Let me see what my bonus is. Let me make sure I'm actually on my own character sheet. That's a 22. Does that hit?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Misses.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and is that gonna also have sneak attack damage because there's a
The bird is within range, so I'll allow it. Yes,
yes.
My purpose
So
is
it's
and you're also
one-
stealthing, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 3. What's my plus 2d6? Is it only 2d6? Okay, so it's 36 plus 3. It is 13.
All right, 13 damage. So as he breaks the arrow from Pink, his fist is still in the air, and your arrow pierces right through his hand.
That's bad.
And he sort of flinches at it. And now that it's his initiative order, he says, "Nobody was supposed to be here. Why are you all here?"
Sleep,
And-
bro.
Free response action to anyone if you want to say something.
Just sleep.
Just
That's why
passing
we're here.
through.
And you can see in the light here, his mouth is just dripping with saliva right now.
Oh, lovely.
And actually, since he is in the light, everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
Does the bird also count?
Are you looking specifically through the bird?
No, because that would be an action. But I can
Okay.
communicate telepathically with it, so it could tell me that this guy's face is jacked.
Just go ahead and make a perception check for
Right.
yourself.
That's gonna be a solid 17.
17,
Yeah, 11.
15.
11, 15? All right. Liam, as a human looking through this light, you're having a little trouble at this distance. But Gar and Pink, you notice that this man here has 2 fangs.
Afraid of that. Just really afraid of that.
And now he's going to take his action, and he gets to regenerate 10 hit points.
Oh,
Damn it.
For free.
No.
Yep.
Wait, did that update? Oh, no. Okay. For a second, I thought I subtracted 10 from his health, and then his initiative looked like it changed. And I thought I did my math wrong on the spreadsheet, but no. He just regenerates 10 hit points for the fun of it. Uh,
Oh, no.
he's going to.
It doesn't have any caveats like if they take magic damage, right? So I know that's a thing in some of those.
No.
With regeneration. Okay.
All right. So, let's see here. He's going to. Who's closest? That would be Pank. Or the bird, actually. You know
The
what?
bird is the closest.
We'll go ahead and make a roll
actually.
here. Okay. So he's going to go for one attack at the bird here. That's going to be a 4. All right. So
Okay.
let's see.
Does not hit, thankfully.
4 plus what? Let's see here.
Oh,
10.
4 plus what?
10. Or 10 total. 10
Oh,
total.
okay.
Does that hit your bird?
No,
No? All right.
just barely doesn't.
All right.
Why do these people have plus 10? What level are we fighting?
Good
I know,
question.
I was terrified when I heard plus 10.
Plus
10
no, I'm
total.
looking this up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so which means it's a plus 6.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, guys,
Also,
we
don't
need to
look it
find
up,
some
Gar.
running water. Well, it's a vampire, so, you kind of told us the fangs.
Just because this fangs isn't
Yeah,
particularly
but don't look it up
vampire.
Have
in your initiative.
fangs.
Like, don't look up the stat sheet in combat.
No, I already found it. Don't worry. I'm not going to look at it though. I'm going to check it out later.
All right. I would recommend not, but okay. He's going to go ahead and seeing that the bird's a little evasive here.
Yay!
He's going to look over at Pank, who's
Ow.
looking kind of tasty.
Mm.
Ah!
Oh, that's moving Pank. He's going to go over to Pank and go for another attack here.
Oh no. Roll low.
And he's going to, let's see, what was that? That's going to be a, That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Ah, darn, it hits.
All right. It's going to be that amount. And if I can do math, that's a whole 7.
Ouch.
All right. So that brings us back to the top of the initiative order, which is Gar.
Does he look injured in any way anymore?
His hand has pretty much healed up. There's like a little bit of a cut on it. But like just through flexing of his hand, he's broken the arrow out. There's nothing
Oh yeah.
embedded in it.
Should I have specified that inflict wounds was necrotic damage?
Good question. I don't think it would have mattered. Let's see. No, it
Just
would have.
Yeah, that's why I figured I should probably mention that now. I apologize. I didn't realize it was a vampire we were fighting.
There we go. So yeah, no, he looks pretty fine.
Does it look like my attack did a lot or pretty much nothing? Like
It looks
should have
like
done way more.
the damage was resisted but still taken.
He's just
Right.
giving me another level's worth of leveling up. I could do some actual divine magic on this guy. But alas.
I can't wait to level up to level 5, then I get the access to some funny.
Well, I could put out the lights.
I think that would benefit him more than us.
But I'd be able to do more damage to him if I did.
Yeah, because the lights are
I wouldn't be
concentration.
able to do any.
Yeah. Hank, do you have light? Am I the only one that has light magic? Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, the half elf wouldn't need it.
Okay. I'm gonna try something then.
I have a torch
which
on
one?
me.
Which one is the guy?
The guy is the light gray.
Okay.
He's standing next to Pink.
This will probably go very poorly. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on him.
Firebolt. All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Hopefully, lighting him up so that we can see him.
That is very wise, actually.
See, Guard's not stupid. Nat 20, third one of the night. Or wait, it's the morning.
May as well be night.
That's night somewhere in the world.
It's night in campaign.
That's a nat 20, which means I get to roll double damage, correct?
Yep.
Also, it's a 25 total if that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. Just had to make it. Ooh, good damage, good damage. 15 damage. Sorry, I will be specific this time. 15 fire damage.
That was Fireball?
Firebolt. Cantrip.
All right.
Did that
Just
seem
double
like it did
checking to
something?
see.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, that would be an action.
Flammable or a flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it's not being worn or carried.
All right, so I got to hit a tree next time.
Yeah.
Just
Would
burn
the
the forest
vampire be an
down.
object or a person?
So 15 total fire damage.
Did not mean to roll
Yeah.
All right.
So I had a quick question.
And I can say, for the effect of it, the grass around his feet is singed or like smoldering, so you can get a little light from that.
but
And it
not
may or may
enough
not spread
to,
depending on the wind,
Okay.
which I'll roll to check.
Question. My owl has dark vision, and when it's within 100 feet of me, it can communicate telepathically. Can
Yeah,
I
so
just
you can
have
switch
it
your vision
telling me
to
where
the
it
owl.
is? No. No, I can communicate with it telepathically. As an action, I can see through its eyes and hear what it hears.
Hmm.
But could I just have it follow him constantly and be like, I'm over here! Over here!
Sure, I'll allow it.
Yay!
I'll treat it as like
Hello?
half cover or something. So +2 to his AC, but
Okay. Just so that I can know.
Yeah.
Also, I want the owl to be flying like a solid 5 feet above him. Basically out of swinging range, because it
Yeah.
can fly. And I don't want it hurt.
Watch him just jump and grab it.
Oh no! Alright, that I guess will be both of my turns.
all
The
right.
owl and the owl will hover over the guy and tell me in my head where he is.
Yeah. I'll just put him there.
Oh wait,
All right.
sorry, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna move up to him. I'm gonna take the one step forward so that he can punch me instead.
Ah.
You know, the Hank.
He's going to destroy you.
I don't think. Wait,
What
sorry.
if I
keep
destroy him
forgetting.
first?
Did I use my bonus action?
So you used Firebolt, which is a cantrip, which is, I do believe, an action from what I'm seeing here.
It's action.
Yeah, one action.
I am going
and
to
then-
use my.
You use
Yeah, and then the other thing was the owl. I'm going to use my bonus action to move the lights closer towards him. To kind of
All right.
encroach on where we are.
Lights. Move that over here.
Just so that we can actually see in the battle.
Yeah.
And, you know, the human can actually also see.
That would be nice, yes. If only he could turn into an elf, that would be convenient.
Yeah, if only a spell like that existed. But, you know, we don't have a druid, so, you know.
Or, wild magic sorcerer.
That too. But don't worry. Once I die and come back,
Alright.
I'm going to be a druid.
What if I took a level in wild magic
So-
sorcerer just so I had to roll wild magic every time I cast a spell?
That brings it to Eimer, by the way.
Just to try and reincarnate.
Oh, Eimer.
So Mayor
Because,
Eimer is going to move
yeah. Useless man.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to go ahead and roll to hit here. How is he rolling so high? Okay.
You rolled 3 nat 20s. What are you talking about? Someone rolling higher than my 3 nat 20s?
No, but
Okay.
okay. He goes in for a
He got a
swing,
19.
and he crushes down on the vampire's shoulder. What is his
Ah,
damage here? That's going to be a whole 15 damage on the vampire here. There you go. All right. And that definitely has the vampire looking a little bit worse for wear. You can see that he's definitely like hurt from it. And now it's Pink's turn.
George is just in the background getting his beauty rest.
He's getting
He's snoring
getting
away.
a scolding the next time we talk to him for sleeping through a vampire fight.
So first, I'm going to use my bonus action again to choose the vampire to take an extra D8 force damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna roll to hit with my quarterstaff, two-handed, so it's a D8.
Okay.
And let's roll to please. Oh my god, why am I rolling so high for non-combat things and so low for combat things?
I am literally the exact opposite of that. I only roll high for combat things.
It's
Everything else
gonna
sucks.
be a 6.
6 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh,
You go
Nice.
for another strike, and he just bashes your quarterstaff away. It doesn't break, but it definitely like gets knocked away. And so that brings it to Liam's turn. If you want to do anything.
Yes, I would like to. Can I take like just one step to the side
Yes.
so I can get a clear shot on this thing without having to go through
Yep.
anybody?
There you go.
And I want to shoot him again.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Which is 3D. Yeah, that's vital. That is 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage.
With sneak attack.
Yes, with sneak attack.
I almost just rolled max. That is 19.
19 damage.
I rolled two
All
sixes
right.
and a 4.
Nice.
We're level 4, not 5, right?
Yeah.
You're level 4.
Okay.
I
I
see
just
you're
wanted to
looking at the
make
challenge
sure-
ratings.
No. I just, for some reason, in my head, I was thinking we're level 5. Yeah, well, this should be easy. I'm like, wait a minute. No, we're not. We're level 4.
And then
Disappointment.
who
What?
goes next? I guess
All right.
Gar is probably our heaviest hitter. I want to
Yeah.
Bye.
use my bonus action to part of my racial or not racial class,
You're human.
the Master of Tactics. You can use your help action as a bonus action. When you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you if you can see or hear it.
Okay.
So I want to use that to help Gar with his next attack.
All right. And what does that give him?
It's help, so it's just advantage.
I would say
Advantage?
don't, because I was going to basically drop the. Well,
Oh, that's Liam's
yeah,
turn.
no, that's.
I can give it to somebody else. I just figured you're
No,
our heaviest hitter.
because I was about to drop everything for Shadow Blade, because I can pretty easily determine where the guy
Yep.
is now because of which gives me advantage anyway because we're in darkness. essentially.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh.
One of us is possessed by an owl. Ooh.
Oh god, it's Hootsfer.
So can I switch the advantage over to somebody else then? The help action.
I'll allow it.
Okay, and I guess I'll. Mayor Eimer's right there. I'll help Mayor Eimer because he's also
Ooh. Okay.
heavy.
Oh yeah, that's
Heavy
a good
hitter.
call.
All right. That brings us to the vampire's turn, who's gonna heal up 10 HP. He's looking better.
So the way to confirm that I have the right stat sheet that I'm not.
Wow.
looking at. Just saying. I didn't know if I had the right one, but you confirmed it for me. So
I mean, you're
Stop
not supposed to
looking
be
at
looking
stat
at the stat
sheets.
sheet anyway.
I'm not.
Also, it is changed
I'm
anyway.
just saying I'm going to
I'm just
going to
pulling
check
like
that out
some
later
stats.
because I'm curious and also am a DM myself. So,
Wow.
heaven forbid, I also
Anyway,
look at things.
he's gonna go for a He's gonna go for a claw attack, I think. Against who now?
Very glad he doesn't have any ranged attacks because
Against-
I'm nice and far away.
He's gonna go for a claw attack against Hank.
Oh no!
He's been going at. So he's
I
gonna
tried
go
to Arnold
for.
Schwarzenegger this man. It didn't work.
Oh yeah, he definitely goes for you. Oh, but he rolls a 3 on his claw attack, plus 6, so that's a 9. I don't think that hits. And he's gonna go for another bite attack. He's gonna go for Gar, cause why not? He goes and bites at you, but you can actually see as he goes to bite, and like try and grasp onto you, he like tenses his muscles and pulls back.
Oh, there's something unholy about me that even a vampire fears. Fantastic.
It's impressive.
Did you get a night 1 or something?
Good question. Anyway,
Wait, did it seem like he was afraid of me, or was it just like he failed his
insight
attack?
check.
Gladly. My sword makes him scared. That was not my best insight, but I'll be 12.
There's fear in his eyes, not specifically at you though.
Okay, cool. He just decided at the last moment not to attack me. It's because I yelled at him so much. He's like, oh, I can't go for that guy.
That brings
he
us
wants
back
me
to you though,
attack him.
Gar.
It's so fun. Oh gosh. All right, so I assume you all can see, I know I can attack him because of the owl, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's a +2 to his AC, but yeah. If you drop the lights.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna drop lights and cast Shadow Blade.
All right. Lights are down. The area falls into
Sorry,
darkness
guys.
again.
Sorry, guys. I hope you can survive without that.
I can.
Liam just blindly shooting into the crowd.
Oh no! Yeah, that's. Does an 11 hit?
It does not. So
Did
your
you roll
blade
that
cloaks
with
and shadows.
advantage?
I got a 6 and a 3.
Why do you roll a disadvantage? Well, yeah, either way.
No, that was with advantage because of the dim light.
Ah, I see.
No, the 11 was my advantage roll. You see.
Yeah, no. So your blade cloaks in shadow as you go to attack, and as the blade goes forward, you lose, like it sort of the whooshing of the blade and the shadows coming out of the dragon's mouth on your hilt, sort of overrides the hooting of your owl, and so you're unable to hear where he's at exactly, and you just whiff.
Whoosh.
Come on, light a torch, because I'm not doing it again.
All right. Do you have,
I mean, I
was
have
that
a
action
torch in
and
my
bonus action
inventory.
to summon Shadowblade?
Shadow Blade was my bonus action, and attacking was my action.
All right. Any movement you'd like to do?
I'll try and. I got nothing. I was gonna say maybe stand in front of Liam, protect you, but then you can't get a shot off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't do that. Liam's just gonna be blindly shooting from now on.
Yeah, he is.
Just ricochets off my shell. Yeah, I guess
And into pink.
No.
I'll stay where I am.
All right. That brings us to Mayor Eimer, who's going to make an attack here.
With
Just gonna, like,
advantage.
slice his head clean off or something.
No, he doesn't get it.
Well, I think Gar just took that advantage.
He does.
So.
I used
No,
my
no.
help action.
Oh yeah. I took advantage because it's dim/no light, and that's what Shadowblade grants me.
Ah, okay.
Mayor Eimer gets advantage from Liam. Come on, you're a DM.
All right, so
Doing
I
the
will
help
re-roll
action
that
and-
then.
Making some noise or something to distract him.
That is a 5.
Why are
Plus
we rolling so
6.
bad with advantage?
So, yeah, no, he does not hit in this dim light, unfortunately, or in this dark light. He goes for a swing, and you hear your owl go, hoot, as it almost seems to hit the owl. But you can hear it whiff. And so that brings us back to Pank. You see the Mayor Eimer's sword whiff over the vampire's head and under the owl.
So, question.
Yes.
I have a torch in my backpack. Would I have to go through the whole process of lighting it and everything, and then
I would say that'd be your action to...
that'd be my action?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
If my honestly, with how bad I've been rolling, it might just be better to enable everyone else to be able to hit.
Don't worry. Once I actually hit the guy, he'll be in for a world of pain.
Okay, so I'm gonna light my torch and then I'm gonna stick it in the ground, just so that my hands are free, and then it can just light up the area. The torch has 20 feet bright light radius and 20 feet a dim light radius, so total 40 feet in radius, so large diameter.
All right, so I will just make that as that. We'll move that next to you. Just move that there.
All right, that should be good enough for people to actually see.
All right.
And that's an
Now
action. Is there anything I could do on
wait, are we in bright light now?
Yeah, torch within 20 feet is bright.
That's not good for me though.
My bad.
Any bonus action you want to take?
No, you're good. It was a good call. I'm just now sad because I don't get advantage. Once I get that dark vision, it's gonna be really helpful.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn.
All right. That then brings us over to Liam.
I want to do the same thing I did last time with a bow attack and then bonus action, help action. So.
All right.
I try to get in closer. Let me see. I could do rapier, but that's also just like that's like a D8 instead of a D6. I don't know if it's worth getting in close and dying. So I'm just gonna shoot him with my short bow again.
Hey, Bank, if we all die, then you can run away.
Yeah. That's 11.
11 does not hit.
Figured. Okay then. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at and use my bonus action to give Eimer advantage again.
I don't have advantage this time if you wanted to give it to me.
Oh, I could give it to Gar. I'll give it to Gar.
Yeah.
All right.
He's cool.
So as you shoot your arrow, the vampire just swiftly moves out of the way with inhuman speed.
That's unfortunate for us.
And that brings us back to the vampire's turn, who heals another 10 damage.
I don't like this.
We gotta get him just really low. We just need one good round where everybody hits him.
Yeah, once I hit him, he'll be in a world of pain. I just need to get him hit.
I'm pretty sure in all the combats that I've been in, I've only actually been able to hit someone once. I think I've missed every single other hit.
Oh no.
Well, I've definitely hit things before, but mostly it's the DM.
Wow.
I know I've hit somebody really hard as Xander once. I did like 50 points of damage.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the
so
vampire
one
is
spell.
going to go for another attack
Once hit
against
things are really hard.
you, Gar. That's a nat
Oh,
1.
wait.
I gotta try rolling digitally. I think this die is.
That was me last session. I was just like, this isn't working.
Actually, true, that die does that, and then that die does that. So,
What?
okay. Does a 13 hit you, Gar?
Kill me! You can't hit me! Do it!
Alright,
I've just
so
become
he
Arnold
reaches out
Schwarzenegger in the battle, doing a
and
dance.
tries to claw into your chest, but your natural armor sort of protects you from that.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say, I have an AC
his
of
nails
20,
just
that's
scrape
not
across
hitting me.
your chest, doing nothing.
See, that one boar got lucky.
Actually, I think
Normally
he
I'm
hit you
very
several
good.
times.
The boar?
And
I
now
think
he's
the
going to
two
go
different ones
for
got you.
another bite attack against...
Wait,
who would he go
kill
for?
me!
Not Liam, because he's like 10 feet away.
I
As
think
he
he's going
just
to go for
dashes
Mayor
to
Eimer.
Liam.
Ooh,
Oh
interesting.
god.
That's a big number. So he goes for Mayor Eimer for another bite attack.
Alright guys,
and he
if
goes
he
to
turns
bite,
into a vampire, I'm killing him.
and again
I'm
his muscles
sorry.
tense up, and he doesn't end up biting. He gets very close, but he does not end up
Oh,
actually sinking his teeth, and he pulls back again.
this vampire is afraid of blood.
Wow.
That's what it is. We figured out his weakness. Everyone just cut yourselves open. Scare him
His
off.
mouth
vegan
is
vampire.
still dripping saliva, if not even more now.
Oh, he's a saliva vampire, not a blood vampire. I see. Everyone
I
just
don't like
spit
the
at him and he'll
implications
leave.
of that.
And
Everyone just spit at him and he'll leave. Don't worry.
Ugh. Anyway, you can see that his eyes seem to be like very much bloodshot right now.
Okay, I gotta ask, how much of this are you stealing from Castlevania that we watched the other day?
Ah, there's the answer to your question that I gave you yesterday.
That I asked you how much.
Close enough. But no,
The answer is
0%
no, it does
of
not
this
answer
was
my
stolen from
question.
Castlevania, as I say, as the floating head in this room.
Oh.
This was written way before we even started watching that.
Okay. Just curious, because the bloodshot eyes feels very Castlevania the Dracula fight.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that will
we're
bring us
fighting
back up to
Dracula.
the top of the initiative order, to Gar. And also, this guy looks like a commoner, so no, it is not good old Vladius Dracula. I think that's his full name.
No.
Anyway,
Vlad Dracula Tepesh. Come on.
well, that's a
Also,
Castlevania one.
You know that Dracula is based off of Vlad the Impaler, a real life person, right?
Yes. Vladimir. Ah, there we go.
No,
Not
okay.
Vladius.
Oh, this guy's name
Anyway.
is Vladimir. Cool.
No, it's not. Or is it? I don't know. Anyway,
Hey,
it's
what's
your
your
turn,
name? Yeah, I know. I'm going to go for an attack, just with my shadow sword. Oh, there goes the thing. Fell off my desk.
are you able to use Shadow Blade in this bright light?
Yes. It doesn't state that I can't use it. Then it's just I get advantage whenever it's in
Okay.
darkness. Also, thank you for that advantage, Liam. I got another nat 20. That would be 4 today.
All right, nice.
Gosh, give me
I'm
some
telling
of
you,
that.
I get into combat and I rock this world.
Go ahead and do your damage.
See, this
Yeah,
is
that's
why
a
I
good board.
roll all my dice beforehand.
It
All right,
does
so
not
that's going to be a
change
lot of
anything.
damage. So that's because the dice are doubled. That's 2d6s. Plus, I
Mhm.
believe, if I double check, that would be an additional. That's 4d8. I think I might be able to deal a lot of damage this time.
This is the round. We all need to roll
Yeah.
really well this round so we can get him down before his turn and he can't heal completely.
All right, that is a total of, for the sword itself, 9. I think it was slashing damage.
Okay.
No, piercing damage. Plus all my shadow blade.
Mhm.
That's decent damage. If I can math, that's 16. 23 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
So, yes. Shit, is he immune to psychic? It
Anyway,
would be on the stat sheet
I
if
don't
it
like-
was.
I don't like that anyway.
Does it look like he was affected?
he does look like he's been affected by the sword.
The sword?
Anyway, We're gonna go over to Mayor Eimer now, who's gonna make an attack.
Guys, we have a problem.
So many unanswered questions, yet answered at the same time.
Wait, can I roll insight to see if the psychic mental damage did anything?
Sure.
10.
Let's do this.
Interesting, actually. Let me give a think to that.
I'm expecting a hearty no.
Well, he's trying to decide how much you should be able to see with a 10.
Yeah,
I want him to die.
that's a difficult question to answer, actually.
It'd just be the funniest thing if you were hyping this up, like, this is difficult to answer, then like 10 minutes later you just say no, nothing happened.
That will be the answer to my question from the other day. Also, follow-up question, because I know this is a thing for a lot of like more like were ravens and things. Is my sword considered magical right now?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
it is a magic
It's like
weapon.
I know were ravens take half damage on.
All right.
non-magical attacks,
So,
right?
to answer your question, it does appear to have affected him.
Okay, cool. Just
Oh,
wanted to make sure.
and because of that,
Oh,
he's going to go for a claw attack against you, Gar. And it's going to be a natural 20 to hit.
Out of his turn?
what is his bonus? Out of curiosity.
Oh, wait, is it?
But
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Wait a minute. It's my
I'll
owl's
hold on
turn.
to that for a bit later, then.
No, you can't hold on to it. You have to re-roll it later.
Hmm.
Well, that's
That
the rules
sounds
of
like
camping.
an awful lot like you're arguing with God.
Anyway,
Yeah, that
Because
sounds
it's
like
the
a
rules.
Uh,
yeah.
It's the
Owl.
rules.
What does Owl want to do?
Hoot at the guy.
Hoot. All right.
Hoot, hoot.
Potentially try and distract him if possible. If that's
Also,
something I can do.
I was saying that as a reaction sort of thing, but yeah, I'll hold off to his initiative turn.
Yeah, no, I don't think he has a reaction, but I haven't checked the stat sheet.
It's not the same. Some of the attacks and stuff are, but I have my own rules for vampires.
I don't like that. But yeah, no, normally reactions are not things common.
See, now you know how it feels
Alright.
to play Xander run Wild Magic. Because like I know what rules
Eimer's gonna
should
go
be
for an attack here.
followed, like according to the rule book, but so
That
tell
is
me
going
what
to be
actually happened.
Also,
Okay. Mayor Eimer goes in for another attack, and even with the light, wait, did you give advantage to Eimer?
no, she gave advantage to me.
I have to guard.
So he goes ahead, and even in this bright light, he just goes in whiffs.
He whips it.
That brings us to Pink.
Right. So please. Okay, I'm gonna roll it digitally. I'm gonna use my bonus action once again. Choose the vampire for the 1d8 for extra force damage. Now I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff.
right.
Please. No, you're joking.
I just saw it appear on screen.
Yeah,
That
no,
one?
that doesn't hit. No, a 5.
No, it was
All
a
right.
5.
So yeah, no, that does
5
not
to
hit.
Oh my goodness.
Is there a
Even
bonus
online
action
isn't
or
helping me.
any movement you would like to do?
I used my bonus action, so now.
All right.
Wait, can I do the attack and then use the bonus action to just like?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I was confused because
Why
it
would
says
you-
choose a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you, and then next time I hit the creature on this a turn. So I was wondering if I could like roll to attack and then do it, or do I have to do that first then roll?
Personally,
You have
I
to
would
do that
say
first.
Okay.
Not my campaign.
So that brings us over to Liam, since I'm gonna guess you don't want to move out of his range and get attack of opportunity. Liam.
Do it. Run away. Be a coward.
He's not Gerald.
Insult the DM, why don't you? That's always a good tactic.
Not insulting the DM. I'm insulting his character.
It is Liam's
Anyway,
turn.
I'm gonna shoot him
Yep.
again.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
That is an 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Have
and
any of
that
us
would be
taken?
sneak attack.
Have any of
Oh.
us taken a hit yet?
I have.
Yep.
Okay. I was like, I feel fine right now. I don't know what.
That's
I feel
a
like we should
sneak
be
attack, right?
tense.
Yes, sneak attack.
Yeah.
Also, he has almost hit you many times,
No, he hasn't.
and then he's pulled
He
back.
rolled a. Yeah. He hasn't gotten close yet to my actual AC.
18 damage.
18 damage. All right.
So I can't wait till I'm like a lot more powerful, like paladin. And I still get sneak attack. That's gonna be really fun.
The sneakiest of paladins.
With this, he falls to his knees.
We beat him.
How do you want to do
Nice.
this?
Ah, yay.
Like, how do I want to do this? Shoot him in the
Yeah.
eye or something.
All right. You go ahead and give me just another roll to hit just to see how accurate you are.
Wow.
It is called shot.
That's a 19.
19? Oh yeah.
That's
You hit him in
14
the
plus
eye.
5, but like,
He calls out in pain and falls to his knees
We have, like,
and just flops to the
people alive
ground.
for questioning.
Do you want this to be a killing blow? Because he did just kind of impale his eye.
Kept him alive for
You
questioning.
do have rogue training, so
You would know how to shoot him in the
yeah,
eye
I
without
think
killing
I
him.
would know how to keep somebody. Yeah, I think I'd want to keep him alive, but not like able to do anything. Yeah, I wouldn't want a
Alright.
killing blow.
So you shoot at such an angle that it only implies the ocular cavity.
Those were words.
Implies.
I feel like given what you told me before the
Yeah.
session last time, Liam would know how to do it just right.
Anyway, that goes ahead and ends combat here.
That was easy. And we were missing someone.
Don't say that. He's gonna give us even harder enemy next time, just because.
Okay. I've designed this character around combat.
Well, you say it was easy, yet I didn't hit a single time.
And with that, we will take a break.
That's fair.
Alright, so
I
bringing
don't know
it back
what we were
in,
waiting on.
you have just felled this vampire who's now bleeding a little bit out of his eye. You know, the arrow's still stuck in there, but he's fallen to the ground on his knees. You've got a vampire in front of you, and you've got Pink's torchlight in the ground here. What do you want
And
to
I'm
do?
gonna recast Dancing Lights now that he's down.
Alright.
But this time I'm going to make it in the vaguely humanoid form of medium size. Because
Ah.
the flare lights can combine.
Alright, so I'm
gonna
just
make
not going to move the
vaguely-
light texture right there. I'm just going to leave it where it is.
Now we just have a somewhat person.
What do you want to do?
I think we should question this guy.
Yeah, I want to move closer.
Yeah, if he wasn't unconscious.
He's unconscious? I thought we kept him up.
He's alive,
Alive is
unconscious though.
different than unconscious.
You know,
Or at least as alive as you can tell.
Undead alive.
Or
I'm
are they
gonna
still
pull out
undead?
my dagger just to be safe and move closer.
Or did I change something?
Oh, Jesus. Mr. I
Yes?
changed everything, man. Oh, God. Who said that? I aim my sword towards whoever just said that randomly.
do not anger God. God will smite thee.
No, because I know this is a homebrew rule he has. Where is the man that I may stab? Is he not around?
No.
You just hear that in the distance somewhere. On the wind.
You just hear on the wind. Yes?
Anyway,
I will murder
you
all
are standing over this body. So, what are we gonna do with this guy? I mean, clearly he's a bit crazed. Do we just want to...
What would I need to roll to see how much vampire knowledge I have? Because as Me, I know a lot about vampires,
Right.
but how much would Gar know is my question.
Oh, I can help out with that, says George, coming out of
Where were
the.
you?
What were you doing?
Fighting a vampire.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I'm going to roll.
Why'd you ask what we were doing?
Oh yeah, that's an 18 on his history check,
What did you think
plus
we were
whatever bonus he
doing?
has.
Why does he get to roll and I don't?
Go ahead and roll 2.
Yay.
He's the one who's proficient in history.
Ah, that makes more sense. Then ignore what I said.
All right. So he rolls above 20. I've heard stories of one of the gods. I can't remember the details right off the top of my head, but apparently vampires are results of a curse made by one of the gods.
Probably that asshole Vecna.
Who?
That was out of character.
Star-Lord. No. As far as I know, they're basically human, although they're meant to eat flesh and blood raw rather than cooked. And they're unable to truly digest regular food. They're usually, tears that only rumored in the night, but I don't know too much about real vampires. I've only heard of them in stories.
Well, if you had been here for the fight, you could have seen a vampire up close and personal.
I
And
mean,
in
he's
action.
right there, isn't he?
And in action instead of unconscious.
I suppose.
Would it be safe, like in character saying, would it be safe for me to get my arrows out of him, or should I just count those as lost?
Probably not the one in the eye.
Yeah.
I think we should leave that one in.
I mean, I have plenty of arrows. I don't particularly need to get those back. I don't know if I want to touch those arrows ever again. This is kind of freaky.
And you know what, Hank? Since you do have that planar warrior, traits, Hank and Gar, you would be able to see, that as this man here is effectively resting unconscious, you see little sort of, I guess, evidence of little motes or like little nodes of light gathering around his wounds and starting to heal up. Starting to very slowly repair the wounds. They're very small nodes, but the trained eye in Arcana is able to pick up on their presence.
Yo, dude bro's healing. What should we do?
I can see that.
I mean, if he's strong enough to punch a tree, is he really strong enough to break out of any ropes if we tie him up?
Probably not.
Just in reaction to that, I'm gonna try and find the nearest tree and punch it. Because I take offense to that saying, because I feel like it's saying I'm not strong.
Go ahead and roll to hit against the tree.
Punch the tree in whiffs.
I assume it's either unarmed or claw strike, correct?
Yeah.
15 to hit.
All right. You hit the tree. Roll damage.
Yay! I just want to prove it's not that hard to punch a tree. 5 damage to the tree.
5 damage. You chip off some bark.
How much damage did he do to a tree to punch it down in a single hit? If I only chip off bark with 5, this seems unfair.
Perhaps because you're not a vampire. They are known for
You're
their
right.
strength.
Alright, I open the guy's mouth and just push slowly move my finger towards his fangs.
Are any of you
Maybe
going to
don't do
stop
that.
this?
That might not be the best idea.
Why not? I get the super strength and a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, but it's a curse.
Frankly, I'm more worried
You
about
sure?
you trying to kill us after.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that'll happen anyway. Out of character.
Are you going to actually impale yourself or like nick
No,
yourself on
I'm
the
not.
fangs? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Like, Gar, don't be an idiot.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I take mild offense to that, and that's
Who?
not who?
Gar.
Shit. Well, guys, I'm becoming a vampire. It's
Wow.
been a good run. He's gonna bite me. Told you we should have done something about the fact that he was healing. A dex save?
Mm-hmm.
19. I rolled an 18.
All right. So yeah, as you start pulling your fist out of his mouth, or like away from his mouth, like the body just like he doesn't seem to have woken up, but in a sort of reflex, his mouth has tried to grasp on, but you just pull out your hand quick enough.
I pull out the sword, getting ready to decapitate him.
All right. Is there anything either of you want to do? Liam and Pank, as Gar is preparing an attack just in case.
My action.
I think I want to, just for Liam's peace of mind, detect good and evil to see if how guilty he's gonna feel about killing this guy.
All right. What are you defining as good and what are you defining as evil? Or like what two values are you putting on the spectrum of good and evil?
Or it's not detective evil; it's divine sense, which is
Divine sense.
still detecting good and evil, but like the actual,
It's different.
it's slightly different.
For the record, you would
Oh,
already.
no.
And no, you'll find out.
I'll probably just ready my dagger or something.
I feel like we should probably make a stake, just in case.
And
All right, yeah.
dagger's close
So
enough.
go ahead and define for me what you
Is it?
would put on good and evil's scale. If you want to do it in Seacrest, you can. Also, the music is purposely paused for this moment.
Because he's gonna have to push play on the battle in a second.
Yeah, we're about to fight him again. But you know what? Okay.
I think good would be just the willingness and like the kind of desire to, at least if not, to either not harm somebody or to help somebody, whereas evil would be more selfish. I do what I want to get what I want. This is gonna
All right.
ping Gar as evil.
See, am I gonna get pinged?
Go ahead and roll me
Kind
an
of-
insight check just for the details of it.
Okay. Ugh, that was
get
almost an
pinged.
18.
Almost an
I'm
18.
totally gonna get pinged as evil. Fantastic.
Insight.
Just because I don't
have
care
the-
about people.
It's more than that. Just like the not care would fall more neutral. Actively wanting to hurt other people to benefit yourself, or
Yeah,
even
but
just
depends
for
on how.
fun.
But depends on
What
how
was your
his
roll?
rules for it work.
It was just a 5.
5. You feel both emotions on that scale. Both of them are strong, but the will not to hurt people seems to be stronger.
Right now, he can't kill this person.
I'm going
Liam
for it.
won't actively kill him. Liam's not gonna try to stop you because he also sees like the sense and the danger in the situation, but he's also not gonna actively kill the guy.
Did we want to question him about what he was talking about with no one was supposed to be here?
You can certainly try.
Don't steal my line and use it at me. The line that I stole from Matthew Mercer.
Yeah, that's
I'm
all
gonna go
Liam
ahead and
wanted
look
to do.
up George's stats real quick.
Does anyone have any water?
View George. Let's see
We
here.
could like splash his face with water.
I mean, I think I have a water skin. I don't know if it's got anything in it.
I hope it does. Otherwise, it's a crap water skin.
Or I
All right,
mean,
so yeah, George doesn't know this.
Hey, I still have inspiration.
Indeed.
I don't have inspiration.
Oh yeah, do I get inspiration, Mr. DM, for the thing I told you the other day?
Uh,
Or do you need it to be more specific?
I need you to write it out. Because you really just
Yeah.
gave me a guideline for a voice that was a joke, I presume. So
No. Dead serious.
good job.
I still have homework that I need to do.
Yeah.
Not even for points. Just I think it was just free homework. It wasn't even like for anything. It was just
Yeah.
hey,
well, you already
here's
have
some homework.
inspiration, so
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you already have the inspiration.
which you can use.
Right.
For the insight check, I could use it for the insight. I don't know.
Do I
I'll allow it.
I won't.
Do I have a water skin?
Okay, I will cite again, I guess. Could I reroll the insight?
I don't have a
Yeah.
water skin.
Well, that's much better. Now it's an 8 instead of a 5. I love when I use my inspiration and it's just
Pretty much the same feeling.
Yeah. It's the
Divine
second
energy
time.
just help.
I've used demon inspiration twice in my D&D career, and neither times has it done anything.
Well, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
And it has been a solid couple minutes while you've been waiting here.
I mean, I don't have a water skin to splash in his face and wake him up. I can tie him up with my fishing rod.
Do I have a water skin?
You
I
could
do have a
poke
water
him with a
skin.
you could poke him with a long stick.
I poke him with my sword, which is
I have a
technically long
quarterstaff.
stick. I poke him with the sword.
I can poke him with a long stick.
We should start poking him until he wakes up.
You know, I
And even
forget
after he
Liam's
wakes up.
morals. Liam wouldn't have too much against killing this guy since he actively attacked him.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to know why he was here.
I need to remember that
And-
my lawful good character isn't as like stereotypically lawful good.
So, as y'all are waiting
Yeah.
around,
No, we're poking him to try and wake him up. We're poking him with sticks and swords because
he does
we don't
indeed
have water.
wake up. Go ahead and roll
Roll
initiative just
initiative.
for the sake of it.
But we were. I was ready for the record. I had a ready action.
All right.
It is a 14.
That was not as good as my previous initiative. I should also roll for bird. Can I take the bird's initiative and the bird takes mine? Because
No.
the bird got a nat 20 and I want the nat 20.
No.
Fifth one tonight. Or this morning. Today.
This afternoon.
You're gonna completely throw off the stats.
All right.
What do you mean?
Gar, what is your initiative?
Like, it's really
Oh,
in your campaign. If you look at the stats, Xander has double the amount of nat 20s than everybody else, except for the DM who rolls for more people.
I roll
So like,
for everything.
Xander's just got an disproportionate amount of.
That scared
Wow.
me.
What was your initiative, Gar?
11. The
11.
bird got a nat 20, which would be a 21. Bird
Pink, what was yours?
Bird get advantage.
What?
Sorry?
Your ladies want
Pink, were you at
go-
13?
Don't you dare!
Wait, what?
Initiative.
Initiative.
My bad. Wait, what we are? I'm sorry.
We're re-rolling initiative because he
Okay.
woke up.
I see.
Yes.
Apparently, us being ready to attack him whenever he woke up did not do good enough.
9.
Well, just for the sake of, how things play out. 9. All right, and Morgan, you said 14, right?
Yeah.
We did tie him up, correct?
No.
We did
No,
not.
no, you did not.
I thought we tied him up!
No, we
You've been
talked about
talking
it.
over his
Man.
body, just staring at him this whole time.
We are not the brightest. I thought we tied him
I
up.
mean, I think it was
decided that
stoked
you
by
would
the
probably-
fact that Eimer said, "Would a rope hold?" Given that he punched a tree down,
Did I
Yeah,
punch the
and then
tree?
we got distracted by you punching the tree.
and then you also
Alright,
got distracted
so,
by you putting your hand in his
Liam,
mouth.
You're able to see this vampire wake up, and he's starting to pull himself up. What do you want to do?
We're poking him with sticks and we don't see him standing up.
You do,
Well,
but
you're
react
first to be able to
faster.
do something.
Oh god.
Also, everyone but Mayor Eimer beat his initiative. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, good.
He's gonna be down and full dead by the time his turn comes around.
And this is loose initiative order. I'm just finding like order of events.
Morals are gonna be a big thing throughout Liam's character development. God. I don't know if you want to kill him. I guess,
I mean, did he attack us? He attacked the tree and then we kind of went after him.
yeah, that's
You
what
attacked
Liam's
first,
thinking
yeah.
in this moment.
Go ahead and make
okay,
a Constitution
Liam's gonna
saving
get-
throw.
Huh?
Liam.
Who?
Go ahead and make
Me
a
make a
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you're gonna have a panic attack, apparently.
I might be. I wouldn't be surprised. Constitution saving?
Yeah.
That is a 13.
All right. So,
Well, you were bit.
what do you want to be doing?
You were a vampire.
I think I'm going to get my bow ready, like have an arrow ready to go, just like ready in action to shoot him if he attacks somebody.
All right. So you knock an arrow. All right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hold my action until he actually attacks somebody.
All
I really
right.
didn't think this through.
Gar, what do you want to do? And your
Grapple.
bird, if you want your bird to do anything with you.
Bird
Oh,
can
yes,
poke him in the other eye.
All right. Bird cannot attack. Bird
Can the
can
bird-
stand in front of his face or flap in front of his face.
What? Sorry, I always forget the rules for the bird. Can it? It can't take the help action, I don't think, right?
Probably not.
Dang. All right, so I'm gonna go for a grapple.
You're gonna go for a grapple. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna grapple the thing with super strength?
Go ahead and make a strength
Whoa.
check.
Would you rather it just stood up and walked around?
No, but if it attacks somebody,
Exactly.
I'd shoot it.
Oh god.
One.
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh.
So you go ahead and try and tackle the vampire here.
I don't think. Wait, hold on. If I went into a Blade song, that's acrobatics. Never mind.
So you go and try to. You also have bright light here. Well, never mind. That's different. Anyway.
That would be yeah.
So you go to try and tackle him and bring him back to the ground, and he gives you a full-on lariat to the throat. That's going to do how much?
Is he doing damage? I should just fall to the ground. He didn't hit.
You also just got smashed in the throat.
I mean, you're one of the ones to want the whole critical failure.
That's fair.
So you take 8 points of damage.
Jesus. I can't like cast shield or anything to heal or to prevent that.
I mean,
No.
I have
Okay.
cure wounds, I think.
I know. I don't have a lot of health to take the damage
I can-
from.
I can
You guys
You are
heal
not
forget. I think
prone.
I have the lowest health of the party.
Actually, no, you're the wizard. We wouldn't. I know that.
I have 26 health total.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are now knocked prone, Gar. That ends your turn.
Well, can I not stand up? Use
Phenak.
movement or- Okay.
When you're knocked prone, aren't you? You get up your next turn.
Mm,
Isn't that usually?
you
Don't you have
no,
to
it
take an
takes half
action to
movement.
get up?
Takes
Oh,
half
an action.
movement.
Okay.
But no, it's half movement,
Oh.
not an action. So technically, I should be able to stand up, but it's not my game.
I am going to fly up and backwards, which I think provokes an opportunity attack, right?
Yes.
Because he's dealing with Gar right now, I mean, hey, if Gar says yes, I can say yes.
I'm just saying as a DM.
Typically,
that
yes, it would
but-
allow for it, but we're also doing very
Right.
rough combat. Things are very sluggish right now for him.
Okay.
And he
No,
did
it's
just
just
use his
great.
reaction. He just used his reaction to lariat you, so actually, no, he wouldn't have his attack of opportunity.
I don't know how he got a reaction on my turn. I didn't move.
You also
So, yes, you're able
critical
to
failure.
jump back.
I know. I'm
Pink.
just saying.
So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fly up and backwards. Going to use my frickin' planar warrior. And then,
Wait, that's the wrong bird.
and then I'm going to shoot him with my longbow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Also, you can be
Doing
using your turns
officially
to
again.
talk to him, too, as
No.
a free action.
I should have said something, shouldn't I?
Well, you could have told us that earlier before two of us.
Talking's always a
went.
free action.
Yeah, but you said we're starting combat again. We immediately think, "Oh God, fight!"
I said
not, "Oh God,
you're starting
let's
initiative
talk,"
again.
which always means combat, basically.
Not necessarily. Anyway. Pink
I rolled a 12.
does not hit.
Oh, what?
Again, he grabs it and just he twists it and snaps it in midair.
What is with this guy?
Oh,
Alright, that's my turn. I mean,
All right. So you were that. Okay. That brings us to
You're
the
not
vampire
handling
himself.
this situation very well, are we?
no, we really should have tied him up, which I really thought we did.
And so
Would've
he's
done
going to say, well, first he's going to make this. Okay. He does make that. He's going to say,
I feel like
why
I
didn't
should've
you
finished
finish me? And he's just going to stand there tense. That brings us to Mayor Eimer's turn. Do any of you want to respond to that as a free action? Because he's addressing all of you.
Ow. It's got Larry hotted. I don't think I'm in a place to do
Liam or Pink, do you want to say anything to this?
Liam doesn't know how to respond. He's
Yeah.
kind of not new to morals, but new to being able to follow his morals.
Man, Mayor Eimer's rolling pretty good. So Mayor Eimer is going to ready his attack here, and he's going to position his breaker sword over the vampire here. And he's going to say, what are you talking about? And George is going to say, what do you mean? And that's
The DM
George is
talking
at
to
0 initiative because he's technically inactive.
Three-person conversation, but
Yeah.
it's all NPCs, so
No.
it's just the DM talking to himself in three different voices.
No. Let them talk. Let them have a conversation. We'll just be ready to kill you.
This was the last night before I could starve to death, and you all had to show up. And with that, we're back to Liam.
What does that mean?
Liam, are you saying anything?
His brain is short circuiting because he's like, this is a vampire, which are like stereotypically bad, but he obviously. What do I say?
Constitution saving throw for determining whether or not you're just locked up right now.
That's another like. What's my constitution? Yeah. It's a 13.
All right. You're able to make a decision if you want to. Or you can just say you're still locked up in thought and pass it off to Gar.
Yeah, he's still just kind of locked up
All right, Gar.
because he's still very torn about how this guy isn't attacking, and he never attacked us.
I'm currently prone, yes?
You're currently prone.
Could I, like, sweep... Could I sweep the legs underneath from underneath him?
All right, go ahead
If
and...
I'm already at that level, can I just do, like, a shell spin and knock him off his feet?
Roll a d20, add your strength.
Gladly. 17.
17. All right, you go ahead and knock him down, and he falls on his hands and knees. He's now prone, along with you. You can use half your movement to get up.
I would like to just roll over onto him and, like, kind of get him in a headlock on the floor.
So they grapple him again.
All right,
Yeah,
for the grapple
trying
check,
to
that's a
grapple
different
him.
strength check. Go ahead and roll strength.
Yep, I know.
Ooh,
Not as good. That is a 11.
11?
Strength is strength.
You've surprised him, so
technically
he has actually
Disadvantage.
failed. You do have... You've grappled him.
Ah!
And...
Meant to do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was all the plan.
Interesting.
Your plan was to get hit in the throat, go prone, and then to grapple him.
And then sweep the leg to then grapple him. Yeah.
Yeah, genius, genius.
I'm in WW. What is this
WWE.
world called?
WWB.
Yeah, what is this world called again?
The planet itself is Erd.
Yeah.
ERDE.
WWA. I don't know.
A.
Sure.
Okay.
Because you said aired, right? With an A?
ERDE.
Oh, never mind. It's just WWE then.
Yes. Anyway,
Shut up. I thought it was A.
So, Gar, that's
this
your
world
action.
equivalent of WWE. Yeah.
think what do you want to be doing?
You guys didn't know, but I'm a wrestler.
So he's being grappled by Gar right
He's
now.
being held in place by Gar.
And he also didn't attack when it was his turn earlier.
I don't care. He attacked when it was my turn earlier.
Because you attacked him.
No, I tried to grapple him. There's a difference.
I will.
Did I have the free action of speaking?
You do.
Oh wait, I already said something. Never mind. I said I meant to do that. So I was gonna ask him what he meant by starving, but not my turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how I would say this in character, but I essentially want to be like, what are you
What's up,
doing
man?
here, and stuff like that. What is your whole thing here?
What's your shtick?
What's your shtick?
Okay. Interesting. So choking through being,
man.
or through the chokehold of Gar, he says, 10 years. 10 years without eating flesh, and a vampire dies. Today was the last day for me.
Congrats! Did you go to Vampires Anonymous for that?
Does Gar say this?
No.
Okay.
What, you're telling me there aren't
Don't
support
use-
groups for vampires?
Don't use the Gar voice when he takes something out of character.
I'm not trying to.
Liam will just shoot you for saying something like that. Don't be insensitive.
And
insensitive, got it.
let's see. So that was Pink's turn. Okay. So now, as he finishes saying this, Gar, you feel all of his veins start to like surge on the surface of his, of his neck. And does a 21 hit you?
I'm gonna cast shield with my reaction.
Does it hit you?
Well,
With the
shield
shield?
gives me a +5, so no.
All right. So he goes around in this grapple, and he tries to bite you in the neck. But through the sword, you channel the energy and form a magical barrier around your neck, blocking his bite.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm trying to move his head away if I can, but I don't.
You can tell he's breathing very heavily right now. So that brings us back to Mayor Eimer, who's just... He's going to go for an attack, actually.
Yeah, well, the guy who tried to attack me, so yeah, that's fair.
Go ahead and roll for him. And that does not hit. He goes for an attack, but the sword itself starts to wobble in the air and just lands next to the two of you. That brings us back to George, who's going to make a history check. That's a 3, so no, he does not know anything. We're going to bring it back to Liam. We're just going to pass over the bird for now, since the bird's not doing much other than distracting.
Wow. Ignore
Unless you want the bird to change up action.
I mean, I can't do anything yet because technically I would have had to do it on my turn, so I have
All right.
nothing I can do with the bird, but
Liam,
the bird's gonna
are
stick
you
close.
still locked up?
No, I think he's gonna ask, do you want to die?
I've been waiting 10 years for this.
Do I still get to talk, or is that like all I have time to say?
I'll allow you to keep talking because it is very loose initiative order.
Okay, so have you tried breaking? Is this a curse, or
The second
is
it
there
seems
any
like,
other way?
The only way out is death. Or to live with it.
I'm so tempted to just snap his neck at this point.
And you're sure the only way out is death?
I've tried.
Okay. I can snap his neck.
Or I could shoot
It is your
him.
turn, Gar. Or, yeah, it would
Well,
be your turn now.
I've got him in
Unless
a
Liam
headlock,
wants to do
so-
anything.
I feel like the headlock was broken when he tried to bite you.
No, it wasn't. He would have had to
Was it?
roll against my athletics, which didn't happen,
Yeah, no.
so he's still grappled.
He's still grappled. He turned his head to bite.
Yeah, he went Mr. Fantastic, and his neck went rubber, and just...
Do you want to do anything, Gar?
Yes, I would like to try and snap his neck.
All right. We can call that a claw attack. Go ahead and roll
There's
the
a
hit.
reason they call you a snapping turtle. That was my WWE name, you see.
Yeah, of
Mhm.
course, of course.
Do I have advantage because of the grapple?
Sure.
Yeah, because that was terrible. I got the same number.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Does a 9 hit?
You go to try and twist his neck, and the strength, the energy pulsing through him, is too much to actually overcome the grapple there.
His neck
guess
isn't
it's-
snapping so easy.
Or overcome the strength. He just like jerks his neck a little bit, but it doesn't do much.
This is the hardest neck I've ever snapped.
I guess there's a reason that the snapping turtle never made it to the WWE
You just need to
Championship
change
title.
the angle a little bit. You're just not going at it at the right angle.
Ah, that's
Something
Yeah, you have
something
to,
Steve
like,
would
you have to,
probably
like,
actually know.
rotate it around around, until you find like the perfect, and then
It's hard when you're
Oh,
like
actually,
down
that's
on
true.
the mat, just trying to keep the ref from counting to 10.
All right,
no, better
Gar,
yet,
does go ahead and roll a strength saving throw, I do believe it is, to break the grapple, to contest.
No, it would be
Check.
against my athletics.
Ah.
Yeah. It would be either his acrobatics or athletics versus my athletics.
Yeah, he rolled a total 16.
I really thought you said 6 for a second, and I got happy. Then you said 16, and I got really sad.
I thought you said 60 for a second.
He rolled a 60. Beat that.
Okay.
I
rolled
rolled a
my
natural
D100.
16 plus 3, so 19.
All right, he tries to jerk away, but you're able to keep him in his lock. Just due to the
Yeah, I'm
nature
not
of the
used
lock,
to-
you're able to hold him.
I'm not used to doing the killing in the WWE. You mostly just do the pinning.
All right.
Stay down.
Uh,
Stay down.
All right. And he's going to go for another bite attack against you. That's going to be if I can add,
It would have been his action to try and escape the grapple.
true.
Ah!
But he's got multi-attack.
That's not how. No. That's not. Because either he can take the multi-attack action, which is his action, or he can try and escape the grapple. And he has attacks with disadvantage if he's in a grapple. I know the rules, unlike someone here.
Wow.
That's right.
Yes,
I will allow that,
God,
sure.
that's not how Atalanta took 30 points of psychic damage or anything.
Alright, he rolled a natural 29. Plus
Yeah,
his
since technically you're
strength
right,
of
I'll go with
17.
it. Even though technically everyone's kind of taken more than what's there. And he also rolled at a certain number, so
I haven't. I haven't taken
you tried
more
to snap his neck. That was your
Yeah, that was
thing.
my attack action. That would have just been
Do you
my
want to do
attack, my
anything
turn.
else?
Oh, am I allowed to do something else?
Other than
Okay.
attack, yes. If you want to say
have a
anything
bonus
or cast anything.
Nah. I don't have any good bonus actions, so nope. Actually, I'm gonna go into a blade song.
All right,
If I can while grappling him.
I'll allow it.
Yay.
But he is also still healing up currently, so
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to snap his neck.
it's almost back up to half.
Guys, I think we need to kill him.
Mayor Armor's going to go ahead and head for a hit here. Does not hit, no. He goes in for another hit and he whiffs.
This guy's gonna go to full.
All right, we're back to.
Also,
does the bird change
Eimer
anything?
Eimer would have advantage on his attack because I have him burn.
Well, in that case, I will roll again. Ah, that would hit.
Yay! Thank you.
All right,
See, this
so
is why
that
I
is.
grapple him. I may be the
Okay.
weak wizard, but I've played enough fighters to know how grappling works. But that I mean one of them.
All right, so he does get a hit in and does 14 damage.
Ooh, yay! How's he looking?
The vampire's still looking rough, but
I was
definitely
asking
not
about
like.
Eimer.
Oh, Eimer hasn't taken a single hit.
Oh, good. I hit on him. Anyway, sorry, continue.
All right.
Were you hoping he
Uh,
was beat up so you could like have?
This
use
brings
your
us to
attack
Liam
against
here.
him?
Actually, Vampire, Eimer, George technically gets a check.
Yeah,
here.
George is doing something.
That's a 2. He doesn't do anything.
Going back to
Something
sleep.
If I can just, yeah. He's like,
He's giving us
all right, you
vampire
guys.
fun facts.
Yeah.
If any of
He's
you have
flipping through
George
his
in your
flashcards real
sights,
fast.
he's deep in thought right now, trying to think of something.
He's flipping through his flashcards to see which one of them was on vampires.
All right, so that brings us back to, do you want the bird to do anything here?
I used my action to try and snap his neck, so I can't.
Well, this is back to the top initiative order.
Yeah, but I would have to use my action to give the bird a spell.
All right. So this brings it to Liam.
Liam's gonna go ahead and shoot the guy.
All right. Go ahead and roll
Clearly,
2
he
hit.
wants death, so we're
Yeah, at this point, Liam's like he's literally
Also-
begging for it.
Don't forget you have advantage on this attack because of grapple.
But aren't you both technically prone on the ground?
Yes.
So ranged attack would be at disadvantage.
Yeah, ranged attack has disadvantage. Melee attacks have advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it would cancel out to be 1 dice.
Yes. Let me see what.
Yeah, that's
It
what
would
I'd say.
cancel out to be, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've full on gone WWE on this man, and I'm ready to snap his neck
Yes,
if
I
possible.
could pull out my rapier and go and stab him instead.
That might work. Yeah.
It's more damage anyway.
Okay. Yeah, do that then.
Okay, I'll do that. Does that mean I get advantage? Or
Yeah, you would have advantage then.
Yeah.
okay,
Why am I saying this? I'm
Which-
not the DM.
does nothing.
So
So that's a 17.
that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that is with a rapier, so it's a D8. There it is. I have them organized wrong. What the heck? And it would also be sneak attack damage?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm next to him. Well, I'm next to him, so yeah.
That is decently high. 16.
That is just
Points
what
of
you
damage.
needed. So he is back unconscious. He goes, "Oh!" and falls limp again.
Which I believe brings it to my turn.
And we will
He's not dead.
pause combat once again because he has hit 0. And George is going to say,
I'm gonna snap his neck. I don't care what George says. I'm not.
All right.
I'm not taking chances this time.
go ahead and roll an attack. Just add your strength modifier.
It would be an would it be an advantage?
Nah, just roll a straight d20. Add your strength.
Okay. That's a 17.
17. That hits. Roll damage.
Nice. Yeah. Ooh, max damage on the claws. 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. Whoop, that's the wrong rope. There we go.
Which I think because I'm hitting, I mean, it depends on how you're doing. If you're doing death saves for him, but he would take an automatic fail.
Mhm.
Because I hit him. So yeah. Is he dead yet?
No. He
You level up?
seems to... You can still feel the vampiric blood running through his veins,
This
His
man
heart
does
is
not die from neck
still-
snaps.
beating.
He's a vampire.
George
So
is
it's
going to come
technically
over.
Your neck
Out of
Uh,
combat, right? So I could just move and do
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
George is actually going to come over and say, "Oh, I think I remembered something." And he reaches into
Good for you.
his pockets
I'm just gonna keep trying to break
and
his
pulls
neck.
out a silver coin.
What?
If I recall, the only way to fully finish off a vampire is with silver.
I try and snap his neck again.
Go ahead and
It's
roll an
already
attack.
snapped.
Yeah, but I'm used to his neck. I'm used to necks breaking underneath me.
Hmm.
That is math. 13.
13 does not hit.
Dang.
Go ahead and hold his head up real quick, Gar.
I try and rip his head off his body.
Roll a strength check. With this
With
currently
a DC
unconscious
of like
thing.
30.
Well, he only said the head, you know. That is 18.
18. You wrench his head, the vampire's head up, and you can hear like it crickling and crackling, and his mouth just limply falls open. He's still
Oh my
alive.
goodness.
And
Yeah,
George
we
goes and
did.
takes the silver coin, and just like flings it into the vampire's throat and holds his hand to close the mouth.
I then try and snap his neck again. I really
Oh
want
my
his neck to break.
God. I think it's snapped.
Go ahead and roll another d20. Add your strength.
Like, is his
A
spinal cord even
solid
attached to his head
5.
anymore?
Solid 5. So his head is still attached, but it's definitely like cricked and cracked all over the place. Very much like
Is
Be a
loose.
chiropractic person.
he still
Uh,
alive after the coin?
As the coin starts falling down his throat, Gar, since you're holding on to him right now, you can actually feel his body begin to heat up.
Try and snap his neck one more time.
One
Just
more
for good
time,
measure.
all right.
Solid 8.
Solid 8. Unfortunately, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Yay! Oh, that's much better. 21.
21. All right. As the vampire's body begins to just heat up to, a feverish sort of temperature, the heat and sort of like with your strength, you're able to pull the head full off, and you can see as the head comes off, ash just begins pouring out from inside of the inside of his head, as the ash begins to sort of begin to spread and consume the entire body, as he begins turning completely to ash and dying.
Spine come with it.
Did any of his spine come with it? The spine itself would have been ash at this point.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold the skull aloft like I'm the predator for some reason. I won.
And as you hold his head up, it begins to crest dawn. You get a
So
little
how
bit
many
of the
times did you
sunlight
snap his
peeking
neck?
over the
Like
trees.
5?
Something like that.
On most people, it would work the first time, but this guy's different. I'm just gonna football his skull into the ground, like I just made a touchdown. Just chuck it.
Yes, I have watched football. I know what you're talking about. You throw his head on the ground, I think,
as hard as possible. Yeah,
and it just plumes out into ash across the ground
exactly.
here.
Exactly what I wanted to happen. Yeah. Well,
Liam so desperately wants to say something, but he is not going to.
good night. I walk over towards the tree and go back to sleep.
Pig is just gonna kind of look down at the ash on the ground and then just... I'm not getting paid enough for this, and then go back to sleep.
That's right, we get paid. I forgot we're getting paid.
Indeed. I have your tabs right in front of me.
Well, you can see that Liam uses Firefox.
Mm-hmm.
Pank uses Internet Explorer.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Bad jokes are bad.
Indeed. So, Mayor Eimer goes ahead and takes the final watch here, along with George. And they're going to go ahead and roll some perceptions. Decent. They can tell you when you wake up. In the morning, they go ahead and wake you up. Some of you more rested than others.
Do we get a long rest? Or a short rest?
Short
I feel
rest.
like we should get the long rest because we were interrupted midway through.
Long rest beforehand, but y'all were already good there.
Ooh, this sucks.
You only got 2 hours of sleep after defeating the vampire. But you can rest in the cart too, so.
I'm sleeping until I get a long rest. You guys can pick me up and move me if you want.
All right. So, all three of you go ahead and wake back up. Seemingly nothing has happened of note. They don't tell you about anything. And Pink, the presence you felt in your dream is still there.
Oh, right, the magic. Wait, are we? Sorry, I didn't catch. Were we starting to leave, or are we just still here?
You've just woken up.
Okay, we just woke up. I'm going to.
Morning, Pink.
Good morning.
Goes over and wakes up Liam. And Mayor Eimer wakes up Ugar.
He tries. I'm not waking up until I get a long rest.
All right, he's trying. Go ahead and
pick
make
up my shell and toss me in, if you would like.
generally Constitution saving throw, just to see whether or not you just stay asleep through the whole thing, or if you break out of sleep just for a minute.
Just take some tips from George on how to stay asleep.
Constitution save, you said?
Yep.
That's a 16.
You stay asleep. Well, this is all going down. Liam and Pink and George are all awake, and Eimer too. Eimer's trying to wake up Gar, though.
So,
Just
since
shaking
we're
my
all
shell.
awake, I'm going to address them all.
Okay.
So last night, when we were all on our watches and everything before the whole fighting started, I detected some sort of magic, I guess, a few feet below where we are here. I don't know what it is. I can't say myself. I'm not really much of a Arcana type of person, but I felt something, and I thought I should let everyone know.
This would be useful if Gar heard it. Oh well.
Wow, it sounds like
You're
you should
the
have
one who
woken up.
said you wanted to stay asleep.
Yeah, because I use both my blade songs, and that's like my only ability.
And Liam, you're sufficiently doing most of the talking here, unless, we want to get Gar here. Or not Gar, George.
I mean, you guys can try and wake me up again.
He might wake up this time because now he's subconsciously heard that we're talking about important stuff. He's like,
no, I mean, just start kicking my shell, and eventually you'll hit my AC.
Can I just pull out my rapier and smack his shell with the flat of the blade?
Go ahead and roll an attack.
That might actually. That's a 22. Does that hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm using the flat of the blade, just
Yeah.
flang him and rattle him a little bit.
Go ahead and roll a d4 though, just in case.
Oh no.
That's a 2.
All right, Gar, you take 2 damage. You want to make a
took a long
Constitution
rest,
saving throw, or
though,
just
right?
wake up?
I took a long rest, correct?
No, you did not.
Short rest, sorry.
Yeah, short rest.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just wake up at this point, because I took damage. Hard to sleep through that. Man, what?
Sorry. I know
Why
you
you
want
keep
to
waking
sleep,
me
but
up?
we're kind of talking about important stuff here. I didn't want you to miss out. I mean, we've got a whole day on the road ahead of us. You can sleep then.
Alright, what's up?
I was just telling everyone that last night, before all the fighting sort of broke out during our shifts and everything during the night, I detected, I don't know what its source is, I don't know what it is, but some sort of magic a few feet below where we are.
Can I roll Arcana to try and figure out what he's talking about? Or, identify potentially the source of this? He's presumably showing us the area. That is a 18.
18. You know that scattered across the world, basically, there are lost magic items that, can appear essentially anywhere. And this could be one of them. And you said that was an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that Arcana check, you vaguely get a sense that something is here. You don't know if it's the same, but it
All right.
could be.
Someone get me a shovel. This is actually important. I start digging. If we don't have a shovel, I'll just use my hands.
I don't have a shovel.
Easily enough, you can
Mhm.
find a trowel in the cart.
I start just digging towards the item or whatever it is.
All right. So it's just Gar digging right now? Or is anyone else going to
I'll
help
go
out?
help him.
I'll get a shovel. If we have multiple, I'll get one and help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you probably
find
have
us some
maybe 2
trowels.
trowels for 2 people to make a strength check.
Oh, I'm strong.
I'll make a strength
Um,
check. Though I shouldn't.
I have
Oh, come on!
+2 to the strength, so it depends what
You can
do you
also
want to do
hand
it
it
or do
off
you
to
want me
Mayor
to?
Eimer if you really want.
You should do it then. You should do it then.
Can they be giving us the help action though to like give us advantage?
No.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
No, but that is
No.
an actual thing.
How about I
Roll
do a
for
strength
it,
check?
'cause I
So-
could use the help action right now.
Gar and Liam are the ones digging?
I still think the
Yeah.
other people should give us help.
So Gar, what was your
How do you
strength
help
check?
somebody digging?
Yeah.
Moral support.
That's not how the help action works.
Look, I don't want a 5, okay? I'm sorry.
I didn't do much better. I
Exactly.
had an
I have a
11.
+0 to strength, so I will.
I have a +2 and I rolled a 9. So
Oh no, the 5 was with my plus. I rolled a 2.
Ah.
either
So
way, I got an 11.
Gar, you're having some trouble getting past a couple, like 6 inches here after, 10, 15 minutes. Liam's doing better. You're getting your side of the hole that you're digging with Pink's guidance on where to dig. Is probably, cresting 8 or 9 inches right now down into this hole. How big of a hole are you trying to dig, by the way?
I'm just trying to dig where he said to dig because he said there.
Like how wide
Um,
together?
I don't know, how wide do we think it needs to be?
At most 5 feet. If it's bigger, we can dig more.
Yeah, I guess 5 feet.
5 feet.
Also,
All right.
for the record, you should probably do your whole like sensing the stuff. See if you
Like-
can sense it. Because if I remember correctly, what is it? It's the divine sense. You can
Yeah, detects good and
can-
evil. It
and
just it says
celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet,
60 feet.
which is why I'm saying
That is
probably-
not behind total cover. Would the ground count as total cover?
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, no, the ground would. Never mind. We keep shoveling, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So Mayor Eimer, eating just a loaf of the soy bread
Why don't we get him to
from the
dig?
cart, comes over to Gar here
You
and
could
just
have.
taps you on the shell and says,
Eh,
"You want to trade off?"
nope. I keep digging.
I
right.
can give my shovel to the mayor. If he wants to dig, I'll let him dig.
You hand over the shovel to the mayor then?
Yeah.
So he's going to roll a strength check. Oh, that's a 2 plus 6. So he rolls an 8. He's still doing better than Gar,
Okay,
I'm pretty
hold
sure.
on. He has a strength of +6.
Yes, he does.
That's
We have established he has huge muscles.
but no. Naturally, you cannot get a +6.
But if you are
Off
God,
of base stats. Anyway,
Saying it makes sense.
so y'all are with the 5-foot wide hole.
I don't care. how long
After
this
probably
takes.
about an hour, you get down maybe. Let's just roll this. After an hour, you're getting down maybe 2 feet, and it's rough.
You keep digging. I don't care.
Are you sure you want to keep digging this, Pank?
Yeah, Hank, are you sure you want to keep digging? I'm
Having
Gar.
us dig.
Maybe
I wasn't
maybe
the
we
one who
should.
suggested digging. I was the one who brought up that I detected magic, and then you were the one who was like, "Oh, this is important," and then got the shovels.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep digging. I don't care how long it takes.
Maybe we should narrow the hole just a little bit, and once we get to it, we can decide to make it wider. I feel like digging a hole this wide is not very effective.
Well, part of the reason I said 5 feet was because that would be just one pile.
Hamburger helper. George
hand?
casts his mage hand and starts moving some of the earth as well to help out.
I mean,
The owl will be helping, although I don't know how much it can do because it's an owl.
would it at all help if I just started digging with my hands? I don't have a shovel, but
Well, you have
Yeah.
talons.
I had this. I'll just start helping digging at the.
Oh,
Alright, so-
because I forgot this existed, I'm gonna cast my unseen servant and have
Alright.
him help dig as well.
So Gar, go ahead and roll with advantage, and Eimer's going to
Yay.
roll with advantage as well.
Oh, that was so much better. 18.
18? Alright. So, effectively, after probably another 30 minutes with all this help, you're getting to about 5 feet deep. Pink, you think that this might be the area that the thing could be in. Go ahead and make one more strength check, Gar.
Advantage.
With advantage, sure.
Thank God for the advantage that one of those was a nat 1. Another 18.
Another 18. So, after probably now about another minute, both you and Eimer strike the ground at the same time, and it begins to cave in to a hole in the ground. Probably about, 2 1-foot wide holes where you're digging with your shovels.
Right. Are we going to take fall damage? Or is it just a really small...
Just where your shovels are. Actually,
okay,
probably
so
like
not
2, probably about 9-inch wide holes.
Okay, so it's not like the floor caved in below us.
No, just where you've hit your shovels just now.
Okay, so it seems hollow underneath, correct?
Seems hollow underneath.
Fuck. Alright, everyone out. We need to open this up, but without anyone falling in.
Alright, so you climb out.
Yeah. Then... I don't know if this would work, but I would like to try and firebolt the little entrance.
Alright.
I don't know if
Go
that would
ahead
work,
and-
but I'm trying to get the dirt to explode outward, essentially.
I think it would send it down. Make an intelligence check.
Well, I'm just trying to make it so that the dirt moves out of, just so that it opens the passageway for everyone, essentially. That was not a great intelligence, I'm going to be honest. It was a 9.
Alright. I mean, it'll blow something up.
Firebolt!
Alright, roll to hit.
I have a +5. I think I just hit because it's dirt, but okay. Nat 20.
Okay.
For real?
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
And you thought my idea was stupid. You underestimate the
Ridiculous.
power of these dice.
This is ridiculous. That's number 6. That's like half of Xander's total.
4 damage.
4!
4 damage. I rolled terrible on the damage for that.
Alright,
Well, that's
with
why I was using the
pinpoint
wrong dice.
precision, you hit the center
Bang.
of this the sort of area that you've dug down into, and all of the dirt that was, being held up just by its own, compressedness, is blown down into the sides, clearing out this very circular hole, probably about 3 foot wide.
Some manhole cover into like the sewers in New York or something, just a rift in the world.
All right, who's got some rope so we can rappel down?
I do.
The hole itself is probably about 6 feet.
Oh, like 6 feet down, essentially.
6 feet down total.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was like 20 feet or something. I was like, I don't want to take fall damage. I'm going in.
All right.
You sure you
You
don't
calm
want to
down?
check for traps?
I'm not a rogue. I wouldn't know to do that.
I mean, didn't you
Liam
just blow
says that
everything
out
up,
loud.
though?
Sure, I'll check for traps, although I don't think I'm good at doing that.
I could check for traps for you. I may or may
you do
not
that.
have actual experience
So
with
Liam,
those.
you're going to go down instead of Gar?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you'd
but
probably fit
carefully
easier, too,
while
since you don't have a
checking for
shell.
traps.
I'm following immediately after.
All right.
I'll follow
So-
as well.
It's probably really difficult to get more than 2 people in this hole.
I will not follow.
I cast dancing light so that in case it's dark at all, so we can see.
The light
Yeah,
down
the
here is
two-
well
the two
enough
people-
if you want to save your spell
The
slot.
2 people without dark
It's a
Oh, it's
vision
cantrip.
going into the dark hole.
Yeah, the 2 people with that dark vision are going in the dark hole. Yeah, it's a
All right.
cantrip. I'll just
So,
do dancing lights.
Both of you go ahead and just roll investigation checks on this area.
Investigation.
Sweet.
13.
Finally, I'm doing rogue things as a rogue. I don't think I've ever done actual rogue things as a rogue. That's a 21.
21. All right, so brushing around in this dirt here that's sort of blown down, you see that this hole is maybe about a foot deep. This circular region of the hole that's probably about 3 feet wide or 3 feet diameter. It's about 1 foot deep, and there are some gray stone bricks sort of holding the perimeter of this. The bottom here is slightly moist, and Gar, you're able to find a bucket attached to about a foot of rope, probably a little less, probably
Dear
about
God.
8 or 9 inches. This is just a wooden sort of pail, I guess. Liam, brushing through this area, you uncover. Go ahead and give me just a dexterity check, for the sake of it.
Just a dex check.
Just a dex check, yeah.
It'll be 22.
22. All right.
But the rogue's doing rogue things.
I rolled a natural
Your
19.
finger brushes against a feather.
Feather. Would I know why there'd be a feather here? Is there like a trap reason
Found a
type
bucket.
thing?
The feather itself is slightly embedded into the dirt, but you do, just brushing through, you feel something that feels like a feather.
Found a bucket.
Pull it out,
All right.
pick it up.
You start pulling on the
Okay.
feather and take an arrow out of the dirt.
Oh.
This arrow has a peculiar looking tip. It's a stone arrowhead, but the head itself has a weird sort of rainbowy effect to it. You just rotating it around, the rainbow itself seems to shift up and down along the arrow itself. Specifically, it's sort of like a cyan and purple and a little bit of maybe like a greenish or a greenish yellow that sort of like filters around depending on the angle you look at it. Other
Can I tell
than
if
that,
it's
it
like a
seems to be a regular arrow.
Does it feel like it's like the thing is like magical effects? Is that what the colorful is kind of?
As someone who is not proficient in Arcana, you can certainly give it an Arcana check to see.
Watch me roll a nat 20. No. Wait, it's not
Have you
that
mentioned
though.
the fact that you found something? Because I found a bucket.
No, I'm just sitting here silently
Okay.
looking at this really cool arrow. That's 12.
12
Yes.
is cool. It could be magic.
Nice. I'm gonna take it with me, but I'm not gonna like broadcast that I have it yet. I want to keep looking around.
All right. You keep digging.
Does the bucket look like it's attached to anything? Out of curiosity.
The bucket itself is attached. So it's a standard wooden bucket that goes, around
Yeah.
like that. And then it's got sort of like a thin metal wire that goes to form a handle that has a rope attached to it that's probably about 8 inches long.
What
And
is
it
the
seems
rope
cleanly
attached to?
cut.
Anything? Okay. So it doesn't look like this bucket is trapped.
No, the bucket is not trapped.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick up the bucket. I take 700 points of fire damage as the flamethrowers erupt next to me.
And go ahead and both of you give an extra investigation check. Just for the fun of it.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Why?
No.
I'm sorry. To be fair, I rolled a lot of nat ones last
Like,
session.
you rolled more nat 20s than you have like the amount of hits you've dealt. Like your nat 20
That's
list is
alright.
longer than your damage list.
And Liam, what
Oh.
is your roll here?
For an investigation?
Yeah.
It's a 19.
19. So filtering through the rest of this dirt here, it's digging down a little bit farther just with your hands, it starts to get kind of muddy. And the stonework of the sort of like foot-long range that you see there, or the foot-long like wall that sort of encases this area, appears to have erosion from water. And that's about all you can find in here.
We knew there used to be a town here, maybe. So,
Yeah, this is starting to look like a well.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. Maybe we should get Pink down here to
well.
see if he can.
Did I find anything with the nat 20 or just the
You're just able to observe that it gets muddier the further you go down, and that the wall itself seems to have some sort of water erosion. There
Should
doesn't
we
seem
maybe
to
get
be
Pink
anything
down here to
useful
see if he can pinpoint the magic?
Well,
I'm not the magic guy. I
I was
just
gonna say,
detected
can I roll
something.
Arcana to see if I can sense the magic or something?
Sure.
I don't know. Arcana. Okay, it wasn't a 20 this time, but it was a 19. Plus 5.
The magical presence seems to be in Liam's pocket right now.
I don't know if he would have
What I can
pocketed it.
tell.
He might have it in his hand still.
Okay.
Or in his hand.
I don't think I'd put a magical arrow in my pocket lest it exploded. Or something.
Well, from what I can tell, that is the source of the magic.
This arrow?
Yep.
Hmm.
Can I examine the arrow and see if I can figure anything out about it, or not really?
If
Liam allows, of course.
Yeah.
Could you examine it without taking it?
Well, I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're being selfish and like it's my arrow.
Oh. I mean, Liam's not the selfish type.
Okay.
But he's also really thinks this is cool. How much would Liam know about like magical weapons?
He would know a fair bit. This doesn't look like anything he's run into before.
Okay.
Now, I know a decent bit about magical weapons as well.
Do you?
Familiar?
This does not look like your sword.
Okay. I meant more the area I'm in. Does that look familiar in any way, or?
The area that you're in, no, doesn't seem
Okay.
familiar.
Well, I'd like to investigate the arrow, see if I can figure anything out about it, being the more magical of the group.
All right. Are you gonna both sit in this muddy sort of like area here, or are you gonna climb back out?
I think we
We
can climb
found
back out. Now that we've determined that the arrow I found is the thing we're looking for.
As I crawl out, I will simply say, "This is a bucket.
Yeah.
Dear
And
God.
that's an arrow." Thank you. There's more. There's an arrow.
No.
Hank
You're
is
welcome,
gonna
Jason.
kind of raise his eyebrows at the statement that there is an arrow.
Liam found an arrow, and from what I can tell, it's magical in nature.
Can I see this arrow?
Yeah.
Liam has it.
I'll show him the arrow.
Peggy's gonna kind of look at it, and then in just kind of like, you can very clearly see his face just kind of like change, just not like in an emotional or sort of way. It's just kind of like a huh type of way.
Is it
So
dangerous?
I have no clue, but okay.
Right.
So
Can I try and figure anything out about the arrow, or is that not?
Yeah, both of you. Sorry. Hank, are you gonna let Gar also inspect this arrow?
yeah.
So both of you roll
So
an
I'll just
Arcana check.
gather it around the arrow.
Yeah, not as good. That's 13 for me.
All right. Pank,
Oh, what?
Arcana
Do
check.
you also want to look at the
Oh.
arrow?
Sorry, Pank wasn't really trying to look into the magic of it, just like the look of
into
it.
the
But I mean,
arrowness of it.
I can still roll.
Yeah.
How straight is this
Perception.
I don't know. It's an
Pretty
object.
straight.
I figured it'd probably
gonna
be
be a
8. It's
12.
not straight.
12. So Pank,
Just
you can
trying to
tell
think of
that this is
that
definitely
joke.
the object that you detected, and this is the object you saw in your dream.
You saw this in a tree. Fuck.
Gar,
Fuck.
you can tell that this seems to be enchanted.
Yeah.
Although you can't determine the nature of the enchantment.
I'm gonna be dead serious with you all. I don't think any of us should mess with it.
You think we should just leave it here?
No, I think we should take it with us, but not be using it.
Okay.
I know we
I
have
mean,
some ranged fighters here, but this is not the kind of thing you want to mess with without knowing.
Oh, and sure, I can give this to you. The arrowhead itself, it seems to be what's enchanted.
Yeah. I figured.
The rest of the arrow seems standard.
So, yeah. Basically, this is gonna sound crazy, but before I was woken up from my shift, in watching in the night, yeah, I saw this arrow in my dream.
This arrow.
Yeah. Which is what led me to
just the
try and
arrow?
find the source in the first place.
How long are
Is it-
we from Citrine? No. Where are we going? Citrine?
Your journey is to Citrine. You're one day
Yeah.
away from Zircon, though.
Would Zircon have someone who could cast Identify? Is basically what I'm wondering.
You know what? George will make a check to... That's a 3. He is rolling very poorly by me. I rolled a handful of times for him to know stuff, and it's been 1, 2, 3, and 4 only.
Oh, it's the Xander rules, I see.
I mean, it's a gem city, so presumably there's someone there who can probably help.
I think if you had a dream about this, While that sounds important, we should we should hold off on using it for anything until we get to Zircon and get it looked at.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anyone specific who could be holding? Because I don't mind.
I'll hold on to it.
Actually, Pank, your perception was 12, right?
Yep.
You know what? Just go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Yeah, intelligence. Why not?
Just a straight intelligence.
Yeah, because you would be the one who would be able to recognize this sort of feature.
It's gonna be an 11.
11. Okay, you don't detect anything.
Darn it.
Or discern, I
I'll
guess is
hold
the
on
word.
to it. I'm kind of our main magic guy. Well, apart from George, but I can hold on to it for now until we get to the city.
I can
Okay.
cast limited magic, but I am nowhere close to the magic guy.
Yeah, so I'll hand it over to Gar. Dang, I was looking forward to bringing up next time we're in combat whether he accidentally grabs the wrong arrow.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I'm going to very intentionally, whenever I take this thing, by the way, I'm going to try and pull out a piece of cloth and wrap it up.
Okay,
Being very delicate, not to touch it as much as possible.
sure. And then, Gar, when you add it to your inventory, just write it down as like
Mystery arrow.
rainbow enchanted arrow or something. And I can give
Minecraft
you the actual
enchanted
item
arrow.
description later.
Yeah, Minecraft enchanted arrow, because that is what I'm imagining in my head.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
thinking. I
actually,
was
yeah.
like,
That is all that's been in my head. I'm just like, yeah, it's a Minecraft enchanted arrow.
But you can't directly enchant arrows in Minecraft. You have to use books.
well, lingering potion
True.
effect
But
arrows,
that's potion arrows.
tipped
Alright.
arrows.
Yeah.
It has now been added to my inventory as Minecraft enchanted arrow.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we've found what we've been looking for. Are we ready to head off?
Yeah.
I
I
think
have
so.
no reservations.
All right. So you all load up in your cart. Do you move any of the dirt back to the hole, or just leave it where it is?
Just leave it. We're not gonna be able to.
I leave the unseen servant for an hour to do what it can because the spell lasts an hour, so I'm gonna leave that.
Does it
there
have any
for-
range to it, or no?
I don't think it has a. Sorry, my mother was texting. Let me double check. Oh yeah, if I move more than 60 feet away, the spell ends. Never mind.
All right. So you start loading up and
Also,
start
I'm
heading
doing-
over. Yep.
Sorry, I'm doing that spell as a ritual, by the way.
Okay. Sure.
But yeah, while we load up, I'll have the unseen servant doing things, doing the dirt pushing.
Well, the thing is, the
Alright.
hole kind of collapsed. I don't think there's much we can do to fill it.
Well, we can try and cover it again, at least a bit. Anyway,
So you start heading off.
Yeah.
I no longer plan on sleeping.
All right. You load up the cart and you start heading off back towards your trail. It takes probably about a minute to get from the end of the sort of clearing at that south end of the area here. So probably about a minute south down this way before you get back to the trail through all the brush. Who is sitting in the front of the cart?
Not it.
I can be.
Okay. Mayor Eimer would be.
Pink would be flying.
think would be flying.
Yeah,
Still
we'll
under
see.
the canopy.
Now I'm
Okay.
in canopy.
So Pink and Liam, go ahead and make a perception check. Actually, Pink, make it with advantage because you're a ranger.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I need to get going pretty soon, by the way.
Okay.
11.
15.
15. All right.
Would have been a nat 1
Interestingly enough.
otherwise.
The rogue does notice this. Liam, you notice that the trail that you went on, or the trail you came on, there's the tracks that came from your cart that got all the way here. But there are some fresh-looking tracks that seem to be going the way you were originally going, that seem to pass this area.
It's like somebody passed us on the trail while we were.
In the night, yeah.
I think I'm gonna point that out to everybody, but I'm not like too concerned about it because it's a trail that.
Yeah.
Is this the main trail?
This is the main trail, yes.
Yeah, I'll point it out, but I'm not gonna not. It's not like an urgent.
Mm,
Just in case it comes up later.
definitely take note of that. Okay, cool. Lovely.
All right. So,
How,
you start
how
making your way
common
off.
is-
Oh, go ahead.
How commonly used is trail? Do we know?
It is a major route, although between Zircon and Phenak, yeah, it'd be decently well traveled. But this track specifically seems like it was in the night.
Okay.
Where's our travel music?
It's a little weird that
Yeah.
somebody would be traveling at night.
I might as well
But-
ask. Did we ever find out why they were after you, Mayor Eimer? The kidnappers?
The best leads we have so far is the pulls up lore sheet that I sent to Jason. Where is it? It's under this. It was likely an attack orchestrated by. Well, our main lead is that they were from the Knights of Liberty, a group that formed 200 years ago when Dolam used to be a gem city, but the group was protesting recent business things, and so after
Kind of
a
business
handful of
things.
there was a new tax code that was introduced for gem cities that took a large portion of a city's given taxes specifically from the commerce. And so they rebelled. We relinquished our name as a gem city, and eventually we are back where we are now, and are now that the code itself has changed probably about 20 years ago, if I recall, before I took my position as mayor. And now we have an opportunity to get back to the benefits of being a gem city. Hopefully now that that group is, well, we thought it was off, but seems like maybe they're still hanging around. The other lead, of course, because I'm not entirely sure that alibi or that sort of motive that they gave was entirely the truth. I'm thinking that maybe they were from another non-gem city that is in the running. Because it is fairly competitive, the process to become a gem city. So they may have been trying to take out the competition. I've kept my eye out on the travels as we've gone, but I'm not entirely certain what exactly it is we're looking for.
Might want to be extra cautious going forward in case those tracks were somebody getting ahead of us to ambush us.
My thoughts exactly. Or someone following us and didn't know where we turned off.
Oh, certainly. Keep my eyes out as we're driving. Or as we're riding, I suppose. As I'm driving, you're riding. And do we want to go to 12:30 or not 12:30, 2:30 to finish the travel, or do we want to break here and then do the travel at
I
the
would
beginning?
say break here because I have to get going.
All right.
Yeah, I could do till 2:30, but
Yeah, no.
I would be rushing,
So with that,
and
we
I'd
will
have to
call
leave
the
at
session
2:40.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
and call things there.
All right.